What's up, y'all? Welcome to this old Zodiac signs who's coming towards you. I came outside because I like reading outside, so it feels good, but it's allergy season, so my eyes are all watery and I'm sneezing a lot, so I don't know how I don't know how I'm gonna handle this. But I'm only here because Bella is literally, you know, out here chilling, and so I want to spend some time with her. She's busy chewing on a bone. I cooked some food earlier, or grilled actually. So she's like, heck yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna start with Aries. Let's see who's coming towards you. Let's see who's coming towards you. Okay, I have a Pisces, but I have a person that, with the hangman Aries, I have a person here who it kind of stagnant at the moment. It's some sort of individual where you have something going on, right? You have something moving forward and it suddenly stops. So death card at the bottom of the deck, it shows that this could possibly lead to an ending. You're dealing with someone that maybe went out with, but again, the hangman signifies that there's no forward movement and that there's more information needed to make this move a certain way. The hangman is also, to me, sometimes it's also like self-imposed energy where this person allows or kind of says, I'm good, I'm done with this. I don't know if I want to pursue this connection, this this situation anymore. So I feel like you're talking to somebody, but nothing's going to happen because the death card is like right at the bottom of the deck. I feel like Aries, you're gonna deal with somebody who is not willing to move forward in a certain situation here. Let's see what's going on here. Tell me about the situation. Yeah, it could have been like a love matter here with the lover card. The lover signify like it's a very strong spiritual, and a lot of the times it's like very sexual, like you guys got very close together. You felt like this person was the one. It also, the lovers also signify a connection or some sort of decision that you need to make or they got to make when it comes to like the situation here. Yeah, it feels like you want this or somebody wants this, but somebody's not moving, someone's not budging. You could have been dealing with a Cancer. I have a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or strong Pisces as well, or Gemini. I feel like there's a lot going on here. I feel like whatever it is that this person tried to offer you or you offer this person, maybe they're saying that it wasn't enough or it was a little bit immature. The energies were at the point where it wasn't like, it was more like of a fun connection, right? Like, the lovers and the page of Pentacles was a very promising connection, but it was very immature, and the energy on this situation, Aries, it feels like it was promising, but it's right now it's not going anywhere. Yeah. It could be that somebody has another option or people have more options in this situation here. Trying to balance the situation, trying to balance your feelings, between, I don't know, like emotions and maybe like a sexual attraction type of thing was kind of difficult for you or for them. Okay. So I feel like things just got off, started right away. And, it was hard to get balance, to, be, I don't know, civil with this person or try to, I don't know. I feel like things just got out of hand right away. Yeah, Ten of Wands. So because of the unbalance of a certain individual here, it created blockages. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. It created some sort of blockage here where somebody's saying, I'm good. I don't need to, continue this connection. I don't need to continue this. There's too many things, too many factors in this connection. Somebody's choosing to make excuses to not meet with you, vice versa. This could be you, Aries, saying, I gotta work, I gotta do all kinds of stuff. Sorry, good luck. Have fun, be safe. What is the outcome of this connection? Yeah, someone wants some sort of long-term, connection here, Aries. But I'll tell you right now, it doesn't show like you guys. It's not very promising. It's more like communication. This is like distant. It's like the more you guys grow apart, or the more time it passes, the more the connection like ends up being more of a like just text. I'll see what I can do, but I can't meet you right now. Somebody's just confused about the whole situation. Somebody doesn't know what to do, especially with the two swords. Somebody's going in their head like, is this something that I need to invest in, or is this something that I should be going for? There is communication happening here. There is an apology here. There is feelings being thrown on the table and saying, hey, I really like you, but listen, you got to hear me out. You got to understand really my side, my perspective. I want, commitment with you. I see you as the one because, the Hierophant is here, but it feels like there's some sort of shocking message that you're going to get from this person where, it's going to feel like, you weren't expecting that. Well, I feel like you have already had some sort of intuitive thought. So somebody here is delivering some sort of message saying, hey, the Ace of Swords is that type of message where it's like, hey, you know what, we can work this out, or we cannot work this out, because we have the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I feel like someone's saying, you know what, I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel good of how things are going. Someone wants to take a break. Someone wants to put this in some sort of like, hold or wait. So I don't know if you're, what is the outcome of this connection? Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys are going to stop talking to each other. So I feel like you're dealing with somebody, single Aries, or, Aries who's dating. You're dealing with somebody that, look, Five of Swords. So Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords for the last two cards. It just signifies that you're going to let someone go. You're not going to fight for someone. Vice versa, they're not going to fight for you. It's kind of like a break, just to see what happens in the future. But I think because of the Death card showing up, being the second card, I feel like this connection, or whoever you're dealing with, it's bound to have some sort of blockage where you guys are not going to talk for I don't know, maybe at least 5 months or something like that. But at the same time, is like, you guys might not even, if this is a new person, you guys might not even like end up working it out, or end up like being in the same page or something like that, Pavi, what's up? How are you? What's up, V? V Love, thank you so much for being here. Oh, I got your email. Let's just let's collab. Yeah, let's make this happen. I'll definitely I would like to collab with you, and see where it goes. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so Taurus. Let's see. The pollen is like kicking my butt right now. You could probably hear my nose all stuffed up. I don't even know why I'm doing this like outside, but it feels good to be outside, and just spend time with Bella. Well, she's, over there doing her own thing. All right, Bella is my pup. Okay, so let me shuffle for Taurus. See who's coming towards you, Taurus. I'll timestamp this once I get off. All right. It's just hard to shuffle when I don't have a table high enough. All right, so who's coming towards Taurus here? Tell me. Oh. Could be a fire sign, not necessarily. I have a lot of fire. Three of Wands. It's someone that you've been waiting for, or they've been waiting for you, Taurus. I feel like this person has been, wanting to meet you, wanting to, talk to you. I feel it could be a strong fire sign or earth sign here. I feel like somebody's looking to commit to you. Someone's looking to, travel to see you here. They're also looking for information regarding you, to see what you like, to see how can they come towards. It could definitely be a fire sign. I keep seeing nothing but fire signs. Queen of Wands fell out. Look, now the Sun card. Now it's a Leo. So I feel like maybe you're dealing with the fire sign. If you're not dealing with the fire sign, it's okay. Don't worry. It doesn't have to be a fire sign, It's just this person is like excited, eager to see you. They're waiting. There's some sort of wait, that, both of you guys are like going through. If this is a new person, I mean, you're about to meet again. Look, another fire. I'm telling you, this person's a fire sign. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They're ready. They're ready to come towards you. Oh yeah, the Fool. So we already got the Leo. We already got like the Leo, the Sagittarius. We got the Aries here. The Fool. This person wants some sort of new beginning with you. Okay. Oh yeah, they see you as someone who is, with the Lovers, they see you as somebody who is like spiritually aligned with you. So it feels like there's some sort of weight when it comes to this connection. It could be that somebody's sick, somebody's in the hospital, or somebody's like recuperating from something, right? Some sort of health issue or something like that. And it feels like this person is just eager. They want to get the green light from you. If it's not you that if it's not them that they're waiting, it's you that you're waiting for this person. But there's some sort of wait because you're either you or them. They're really digging this connection. Okay, they feel like this could be something that actually works out. It feels a little like. It feels like the connection, like Seven of Swords. It could be too new that you don't trust it, or they don't trust you. It could be one of those things where you're like moving too fast, and it just gives like red flags all over the place because you're like either you or them. They're like, oh, I want to see you. I can't wait to like, till you get home or come back so we can get together. It's like somebody who's waiting for you, but at the same time is like. You don't know. Now, there is really bad cards here on the spread, the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords, which to me signifies that this could be somebody that you already broke up with there, or you already broke up with, or you're about to break up with, okay? Or someone's about to do that to you. So I'm pulling the energy of the situation, and Three of Swords, Ten of Swords, it signifies that somebody had a third party at one point. I feel like you maybe realize this, and maybe you're going to cut yourself out of this situation, okay? You're going to leave somebody on wait. You're going to leave somebody, on standby. If it's not them, it's going to be, vice versa, Taurus, all right? Yeah, Ten of Swords, Three of Swords, although it feels like a strong connection, it feels like a strong connection that you think had a lot of potential here, with the Lovers and the Fool. It still signifies that, somebody's not ready, or someone has someone else. If there's a new person that have additional suitors, or like they're dating, right? They're dating more people, and you're just part of the bunch that they got to choose, from. Yeah. Tell me more about this. Who's this person here coming towards Taurus? Oh yeah, this person's very good looking. Also, this person has, I'm gonna tell you something about this person. It could be an earth sign, could be a Capricorn. We have all kinds of, zodiac signs, but the cards read mainly like the energies, but I'll be honest with you, like YouTube and tarot have become more of an entertainment, like where it's not even about like taking the reading seriously. It's more about like what people want to hear and what people want to know, because that's going to get you the most views. But you know, people like it when they say, oh, Sagittarius, oh yeah, I'm dealing with the Sagittarius, oh, you know, and so you kind of, you connect the reading more to you, but it's tricks that your mind is playing. Okay, you got to be like aware of that. Anyways, I have a person here, could be a Capricorn, earth sign, right? But don't pay attention to it. But I have somebody who is, you know, very desired by many. Like, they have a lot of attention. They're coming in as the Nine of Pentacles and the Devil card. So this person could be the type of person that has a lot of attention, likes the attention, and really is not fully looking to get settle down or to get into a long-term connection, because what this person wants is they're looking for somebody to give them attention, to submit to them, you know, whether they're a male or female. They want that partner to submit, but they're still gonna act single. Okay, so I don't know who you're dealing with. This person is definitely gonna put you in a position of like overthinking everything, anxiety, overlooking the whole entire situation. I feel like whoever you're dealing with, it's either very good looking, has a some sort of following or something like that, where it's difficult for them to, like, you know, to settle down or just choose somebody. It doesn't matter if the person has a lot of money or very good looking. They're constantly looking for, you know, someone new. They could also have like addiction problems, like they could be drinking a lot, they could be doing drugs, they could be, you know, I don't know, doing weird stuff that you don't know about, you know. What is the outcome of this connection? You guys are gonna get together. There's some sort of reconciliation between y'all two. Like it's you know, the cards are saying that there's some sort of reconnection between the two, but at the same time, it's like there's a holdback on it. Like I don't know if you're already realizing, Taurus, that this person is too much maintenance. This person has a lot of issues going on, especially with that Devil card. Is like, if you notice that Devil card, that's a huge red flag. And for you to overlook that and try to commit to a person like that, or try to fix a broken person like that, it's probably not gonna work in your favor. You're gonna end up losing, because when someone's broken, the last person they think about is whoever surrounds them, because it's all about them and what's happening, right? Their emotions go up and down, and so they don't understand that, you know, a broken person doesn't understand that they hurt, you know, their friends or their family more than what they're hurting themselves. You know, they think that, well, I'm just doing this for me. Like, if I'm, you know, creating pain and suffering, is just for me, because everything always goes wrong for me, you know. But they don't realize that people that love them, you know, get to see them just literally just deteriorate, fall, and decay, you know, and live in form, and that sucks. So I feel like you're dealing with somebody who has some sort of like negative trait, or maybe they like popularity, and they're willing to do anything, like take off their clothes just to be popular, you know, do some dumb things just to get likes and or that. Or if not, then this person has definitely like a drinking problem, some sort of addiction issue, and you're gonna notice that. Now, again, for the outcome, I feel like you guys will get together. I feel like you guys will reconcile if this is a past person, but mainly if this is a new person, you're gonna have the opportunity to, you know, get together with this person, have a couple of drinks, obviously, because the devil's there, right? And the Three of Cups signifies drinking, partying, you know, celebrating something. But at the same time, it puts you in a position where, what am I supposed to be doing here? With the Hermit and the King of Wands, is like, you need to make a decision on exactly who this person is, and if this person is meant to be around you. All right, I don't know. If you're a Taurus that has addictions, I think you guys will definitely be, you know, par, you know, like one-on-one, but expect crazy things to happen, right? But if you're someone that has been kind of working on themselves, who doesn't need all type of negativity around you, or, you know, like substance and stuff like that, then this person is going to be somebody that you're going to have to let go of, or maybe just have fun with, but offer no commitment for whatever reason. Okay, I feel like you guys will definitely come back together, but this is going to be probably, for some of you guys, most of you guys, is going to be like the last time that you guys hang out, because there's something here that you're realizing, especially with the Hermit. Okay, Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck for the outcome. Again, it's like you don't trust this person at all. Like you realize something about this person that it's to you is like, ugh, I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole, you know, pole. All right, let's go to Gemini. Let's see who's coming towards Gemini. Thank you so much for the likes and subscriptions and the comments, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate y'all. What's going on with you? Like what are you doing right now? Are you at work? Are you relaxing? Are you on vacation? Tell me what's going on with you. All right, Gemini, who's coming towards you? Okay. Nine of Pentacles, maybe an earth sign, okay? Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo here, Gemini. Someone who's very good looking, someone who like kind of makes you doubt what they want with you. I don't know if you feel like this person's too good to be true. This person could be like, could have a couple of, I don't know, certifications, could be a business owner, self-employed, or it could be someone that has gone to school or is going to school, maybe a student. And they're all about their money, you know, they're all about career, they're all about like, you know, I don't know, like being successful and stuff like that, okay? I think they're very good looking, and the only reason I said that, you know, you kind of like double think this person is because they're so good looking that it puts you in a position where you're like, oh shoot, am I really pulling that type of person? You know, is this even real? Is this, could this even be possible? Because I do feel like you are, you know, you are confused about it. I mean, you're interested, they're interested, they're single, they're very, very single. I'm telling you, it's like Seven of Wands to me is this energy of like knowing that you could win, but at the same time is like relying on your, how would you say, like relying on your fear, you know, because, you know, like you're not, someone here is not open all the way. If this is your energy, it could be that somebody's like this person could be knocking on your door, but then you're like, yeah, they're at the door, but you know, it's just not gonna work out because they're too pretty for me, or they're too successful for me, or like it's too much, or like, you know, could be like one of you guys is like maybe not necessarily, you know, graduated, and the other one has multiple, like, you know, certifications or diplomas or something like that, you know. Who's this person? Yeah, they're coming in kind of they have this energy of, you know, well, the whole connection, let me just say this, the whole connection. Hi, Bella. You want to say hi? Come here. Ugh. Come say hi. She's getting bigger. Okay, go over there. Go play. She's getting way bigger. She's going to be, she's a regular poodle, so she's going to be a little bit bigger than that. I can't wait to, you know, get her first haircut. But I feel like this whole connection, you know, it's kind of like very childish, you know, very, it's fairly new, but at the same time, it's like people are afraid or scared of it, you know, either you or them. This connection has a lot of potential here, Jemmy. A lot of potential. This connection is one of those that this person could help you heal like your past, if you have something that you're still like dealing from the past, you know, like a connection that didn't work out, and you still, you know, connect back to it, and you're like, oh yeah, you know, nothing works out, you know. Yeah. I feel like there's an invitation to go out pretty soon. I feel like you guys, if not, you guys already went out. You guys already like, you know, dated. You guys already like know each other in person. And I feel like the connection is pretty good. But when it comes to like the you know, the there's some sort of blockage when it comes to like the emotional latching here between y'all two. So somebody could be like, when someone gets, you know, a little too close or a little too emotional or like too of the heart, someone says, hey, chill, you know, we're here to have fun, we're here to like, you know, relax and all that. We can talk about that later. You know, it's like someone pushes away, you know, a certain individual when you know they want to talk about like love and where do we see each other in 5-10 years from now. You know, I don't even know if people do that anymore. Yeah, there's forward movement, there's forward communication. I feel like there's even like, you know, when it comes to like this connection, Gemini, I feel like there's a lot of lust as well. So there's a lot of, you know, like, you know, getting together with this person, trying to see if it escalates to, you know, getting home and going to bed together. What is the outcome between these two? I feel like you're dealing with somebody who's non-committal, to be honest with you, Jemmy. You're dealing with somebody who's non-committal. You're dealing with somebody who keeps coming back and back around into your life. Somebody who's always on your DMs. You know, that they'll get lost for a couple of months or a couple of weeks, and then they're back. You know, it's like this person is hurting you deep down. I feel like, you know, this connection. I don't know who's the one in power or in control of this connection, because if you're gonna tell me that this person is the one always like messaging you and trying to come towards you, or like, you know, inviting you like every other week, they're like, hey, or no, every other 3 weeks, they're like, hey, you want to go ahead and you want to come with me to this event, or Bella, you want to come to this event, you want to go out, have some drinks and stuff like that, you know, and you're like, yeah, sure, let's go, you know, knowing that this person really wants no commitment, and maybe you already fell for this person. So it's like someone is overpowering you. If it's not them, it could be you, but whoever's overpowering this connection, Gemini, I feel like there's no commitment. I feel like this person fears commitment. I'll be honest with you, with that Nine of Pentacles, this person doesn't want to be committed at all. This person's like single and they're happy and they're good. And I don't think they see anything when it comes to like long term. Okay. They see a good connection and all they want to do is have fun. And I think that's all they're, you know, dealing with. So again, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman. So it feels like you're going to give this person the opportunity to come back, or to, you know, take you out, or you're going to take them out again. But at the same time, it feels like this connection might not actually go anywhere until we have a serious talk. You know, the hangman again with Aries, it came out, and it's like that connection of, or that talk of like, you know, where are we headed? What are we doing here? You know, is this for fun? Is this for, you know, is there a purpose behind this whole thing that we're doing here? You know, is it fun that you just want to have, or, you know, maybe you just want to go to bed with me? Like, what is it? So somebody needs to have that conversation to really and fully understand the connection, because I feel like someone here is going to be in and out of your energy. If it's not them, it's going to be you, Jemmy. Let's go to Cancer. Oh, shoot. What's up, Veronica? La Unique, what's up? How are you? Day off, nice. Enjoy your day off. Enjoy you guys' day off. Whoever's off chilling today, enjoy it. Have fun. We don't get many days like that, no. All right, Cancer, who's coming towards Cancer? See, let it pop out. There it is. So we have a fire sign. It doesn't necessarily have to be a fire sign. This could be a new person, okay? It could be like a person like a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but they bring this energy which is fiery, and that energy is more like you know, let's go do something. You know, I have an idea. how come I just don't pick you up and we go and do something crazy, something fun, something exciting, you know? So, I've been hearing that Peter Pan syndrome. So the page of wands is definitely someone who has Peter Pan syndrome, or if you're dealing with some sort of adult or somebody that is not able to commit, can't really follow the rules. They don't have, maybe they do have responsibilities, but they just don't, like they don't work on their responsibilities. It's like they just leave it for the last minute, or they leave it till somebody has to get their attention. You're dealing with somebody who is very playful and who is kind of fun to be around, but this person requires attention like a child, whoever you're dealing with. It's making you think a lot of things. You could be dealing with this person here. Could be a fire sign, a Virgo, another water sign, but this person is making you feel like you're not going to get anything serious from this person, okay? It's making you feel like you need to walk away and find something else, something better, because this person, for whatever reason, is not giving you that, Your intuition is telling you, hey, you can do better. But I know there's with the eight of cups is that empowering card, self-empowering card of you can do better. But the most difficult and the hardest thing for you will be to actually walk away and actually say goodbye to this person, because the reason they're here, I think you like that. You like the fact that they're showing up, whether even if they're showing up kind of immaturely, you're like, well, I'll take anything right now, Tell me about this situation. Star card could be an Aquarius. I feel like you guys have really good conversations here. Really good conversations about, I don't know, maybe the universe. I don't know, maybe you guys talk about spirituality and stuff like that. The star card together with the Hierophant and the Eight of Wands, to me that signifies like communication that is based on faith, belief, maybe your upbringing, things that are kind of fascinating to you, right? Maybe like even astrology with the star card here, like maybe if you guys have had difficulties in time, or like big lessons that you have to like grow through, like you guys are talking and you guys are connecting that way. I don't feel like there's been some sort of like one-on-one, or not necessarily one-on-one, but like I don't think you guys have met on person, or if it's that, it just, you guys haven't gotten intimate. Is what I'm trying to say. There's also blockages. There's a lot of things. I feel like you guys have talked a lot, communicated a lot, messaged a lot, where there's differences here, but at the same time, you guys are still like, okay, this could, it's 50-50. It's 50-50. It's 50-50. You don't trust them. They're also like emotionally unavailable. I don't know if that's you or them, Cancer, but it feels like you're not emotionally available, or they're not emotionally, they're interested, but they're not like willing to show their soft side. And I think Cancer requires somebody to be, open-hearted, close, to their feelings, and not be like a hard ass, because Cancer is going to have a hard time with that, I think, because Cancer is a water sign, and all water signs is all about the feelings. And when you encounter somebody that is not connected to their feelings, it kind of bothers the Cancer, because the Cancer, I mean, you could pretend that it doesn't bother you, but in the long run, you're going to be like, oh God, this person's not changing, or it's just, we're just so different. Seven of Swords here, it tells me that again, it's some sort of connection that is not necessarily that you don't trust. It's just like it's a connection that is just like sliding through like underneath the door, you know, like a connection that you're not fully interested on, but at the same time it's just flowing. You're just going with the flow, you know. For some of you guys, there's a lack of trust. There's a lack of knowing where this is going, and so you start getting suspicious. You start, you know, like implementing your own ideas when it comes to this person. Seven of Wands. This person, if you're expecting for this person to change, they're not going to change. They're not. They're coming in very, very emotionally immature, and as well as like, you know, when it comes to like planning, like I said, the Peter Pan syndrome, this person is like that. Like, you don't expect so much from this person, okay? This person has been wounded, or somebody here has been wounded. There's a mix of so much in this spread. And I feel like, you know, 9 of Wands and the 7 of Wands is definitely an energy of like people have been through like difficult, you know, lessons, and it's hard for them to invite the new. Like, it's hard for someone to say, okay, well, you know, this year I'm gonna date somebody, or this year I'm gonna, you know, put in the effort, when reality is just they can't, because there's something deeper within themselves that they have to like heal and take care of. And you know, it becomes a more difficult, another additional blockage in the connection. Or maybe for you, Cancer, it just becomes like some sort of, you know, red flag, you know. I don't think this person will be able to show emotions or commit anytime soon. So it's gonna be pretty much about what you want to do with this connection. Okay, we're gonna pull a possible outcome when it comes to this connection, just to see where this will go. I'm seeing the Lovers in my head for some reason, so maybe there's gonna be a decision that you're gonna have to take when it comes to this connection. 5 of Swords, yeah, 4 of Wands. So it's that type of eight of Cups. So it's a big decision you gotta make, because again, I feel like the fact that this person is here, Cancer, you're like, heck yeah, you know, I'll take anything. And I think I already repeated myself with that. And I'm not saying that, you know, like that's bad or anything. Like, shoot, take whatever you can, or take whatever you have, work with whatever it is that you have. But when it comes to like what you really want and who you want to be around, then that's where you get to, you know, exercise your power, you know, in a way. Like, you know, put yourself first. You know, if this person's disrespectful or they're not offering any sort of commitment, then that's where you understand that maybe you do need a little bit more self-respect, and maybe you really need to let this person go to find the next one, rather than, you know, getting breadcrumbed or getting minimal interactions with this person. I feel like you're getting fed up, and I feel like you are going to walk away. I feel like if this person doesn't, you know, get to the point where they know what they want, and by that I mean they know that they want you, then I feel like you're just going to walk away. Vice versa, if this is you on the opposite side, then you're going to be walking away because you can't seem to, like, you know, I was going to say translate love. I don't know what that means, but like you're not going to be able to like let this person how you feel, because there's something going on with you, okay, for some of you Cancers. But I feel like overall we have the 5 of Wands, we have the 4 of Wands, like, although, and the 8 of Cups, although this is a really good connection, although this is a really good match, you guys might have a lot of fun, but fun doesn't pay the bills nor keeps people in love, right? It's more of a, you know, friends can have fun, right? It's not like a traditional romantic connection, and I think you're gonna notice that as well. So the 8 of Cups again signifies that, you know, it's a power move. It's you saying, I need better, I deserve better, I can do better. You know, if this person doesn't grow up, doesn't, you know, man up or woman up, then I'm going to find someone else. And I feel like somebody walks away from this connection, and somebody walks away from something that was, it felt, you know, through it, that, you know, this was very promising, especially with the 4 of Wands. You guys had a lot of fun. It was very promising. You guys made a lot of plans and all that, but the foundation was created, but nothing was, you know, like nothing was formed on the foundation. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing to create there, you know? It's like when you build a house and you do you know, the concrete foundation, you know, where you start putting the wood and you start stacking it up. And well, here in the US, that's how they do it. And it's like somebody created that, but nobody ever built anything, you know, or you guys are not choosing, or you guys can't build together for X reason. So I feel like someone's going to walk away from this connection. All right. I also, for you, Cancer, I also got that the reason why it can't happen or it's not happening, it could be due to work. I don't know what that means. I just got it. And, you know, like I get a lot of things in my head. And, you know, I'm just going to say it because sometimes I don't say things. And a lot of people like comment things and like, well, this is what. And I'm like, damn, I really literally thought about that when I was reading for, you know, that particular sign. But I feel like because, you know, it for some reason it's not happening because due to work or something like that, or the restrictions at work or something like that. So I'm just gonna leave it right there. All right, let's go to Leo. Leo. Why the Hermit, Leo? Are you're contemplating on a certain individual, or a certain individual is contemplating on you. You're choosing to stay away or to stay back from somebody here. The World card keeps coming out, so you're closing cycles, Leo. You're closing, you know, you're shutting down doors when it comes to like love or people. There's somebody coming back from your past as well, Leo. Or maybe you're just reminiscing of somebody. Okay. Who's coming towards Leo? Let it pop out. Okay. Ooh. 10 of Cups and the Hierophant. This could have been somebody you're married, or maybe you guys kind of wanted long-term, or this person wanted long-term, like a long-term type of connection with you. The 10 of Pentacles and the Hierophant with the 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, that is like the connection that, you know, everybody wants. You know, there's this commitment. Not only that, you know, but there's a certain belief that, you know, both of you guys, or there's a certain belief that you guys need to be, you know, committed to each other. Like once you sign some sort of paper, that's it. We're one for the other. We don't have to break up. We can always get some sort of help, especially with the Hierophant. You know, the Hierophant signifies somebody like, you know, somebody that acquires help before saying, I can't do this anymore, you know? 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is a very successful person, Leo. That, I don't know if this is a new person that you're meeting or somebody from the past, because when I was shuffling, I saw the Judgment, and the Judgment always connects to the path, or to the path. Maybe this is somebody who is meant to be in your path. That's crazy. But it's somebody that connects to the past. You know, it's something pending from the past. You know, if you have exes and or people that you dated and you never really terminated, or you never really said, hey, I'm done with this, I'm good, you're on your own, you know, I wish you luck, whatever. It could be that as well. So you have a lot of mixed energies going on and happening for you, Leo. I feel like there's a lot of things, you know, a lot of people, you know, reaching out. If this is a new person who's coming towards you, could be an earth sign, strong Taurus. This could be your person. You could be meeting, or you could be dealing with somebody that you know that this is the one. You know that this is the one that you're meant to marry, even if you don't want to marry, you know? Like a lot of people say, I don't want to get married, and then they meet somebody and they're like madly in love with them and everything's great, and they're like, yeah, I don't have a problem with that, you know? I've always said that, like, I wouldn't get married ever again, but I think if I was to meet the right person, and then if we were to be like healed and aligned in the same type of level, right? I feel like I will give that opportunity, you know, to like, you know, set some vows and promise my heart to this individual. I feel like you're meeting somebody, either you're meeting somebody or you're dealing with somebody, or whoever's coming towards you, they want commitment. They're also very spiritual, or they're very religious, and they rely on that a lot, okay? Tell me about this situation. Yeah. Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So some of you guys, if this is somebody from the past, it's one of those things where like it's done. You know, you're walking away. You're realizing that somebody that you wanted to be with, you know, maybe from a while back, they're not available anymore for some of you, Leos, okay? Or maybe they're realizing that about you as well. Like they're just seeing that you're not available anymore, or that whatever it is that you guys thought could have at one point, it's not gonna happen. I also feel like for some of you Leos that are married but separated, it's one of those things where the more you grow apart, the more you guys understand that you guys are not supposed to be together anymore. You know, like the harder it is to like fix things. The love dies as you abandon each other, you know. The Three of Swords signify that there's a third party. So either somebody found love somewhere else, or somebody is about to find love somewhere else, Leo. It could be that you have somebody that you're already committed, or if you're not committed to somebody, it's like your heart belongs to someone else, and this person cannot have your heart. This person understands, and it feels like this person might walk away. There's somebody walking away in this connection, you know, like seven of Pentacles to the Eight of Cups is like somebody assessing the situation, you know, someone like thinking, hey, is this even something that can actually regrow or work out, you know? Can we fix this? And they're like, no, I don't think so. They're like, no, I don't think we can fix this. I don't think this is fixable. I don't think this is something that, you know, we can come back to right now and be 100% one for the other. There's still going to be drama. There's still going to be, you know, other factors here. And I mean, the fact that the Three of Swords is here is very heartbreaking for either you or them, Leo. I feel like it's for them. You're breaking somebody's heart, Leo. You're saying, I'm sorry, but I can't. Like, I already thought about it, and I feel like we need to walk away from this. I feel like we need to, you know, move on and see who, yeah, you're communicating this, Leo, 100%. You have love for everybody. You are, you know, Leo is ruled by the heart, and people don't understand how Leo works sometimes. You know, Leo can be super nice, and they'll mistake that for love, but also they can't understand when Leo is being, you know, interested in somebody, because, you know, like an evolved and mature Leo knows how to be good with everybody. Like is very compassionate, very loving towards a lot of people, even strangers. But when the Leo tries to, you know, lure somebody or show their true feelings and intentions, it comes off as, oh, Leo has always been like that. Or, you know, like Leo's always saying good morning to everybody. Leo is always, you know, hugging everybody, you know. Leo is always smiling. Leo's, and when that person realizes that, and you start showing like, oh, I'm interested in you, but not saying it, they're like, oh, Leo's just being Leo. So it kind of, you get, you know, underlooked. You get underlooked, Leo. And then it's like, it triggers the Leo, and now you have to like push yourself to do something more. And then people say, oh shit, he's a Leo, he wants attention, he's trying to overdo things. You know, that was too much, you know, because yeah, you're misunderstood. Seven of Swords. Yeah, whoever's coming towards you, or whoever you're dealing with, this is someone that wanted like some sort of long term with you. They saw, and they probably told you that as well, Leo. They saw you and them getting married, living together, doing a lot of things. They presented friends to you with the ten of Pentacles. They presented friends, family, co-workers, and stuff like that. People that are very close to them. They presented them to you, or they told them about you, Leo. And it feels like you're saying, good luck, but I'm not interested. I don't trust this connection. I don't know where this is headed. I feel like this is karmic. I feel like every time we get together or something like that, something happens, and it leaves me thinking deeply at work. What is it that I really need to know about this situation? Like what is it about this connection? And I feel like someone is going to walk away from this. Either you, Leo, you're walking away, or this person is walking away. You could be dealing with a strong Taurus. I have a lot of earth and I have a lot of earth, a lot of pentacles. I have also water and air. I don't have any fire. Regardless, regardless, you guys have some sort of mutual love, even if it's something that is like fake, to where you're like, oh, well, I wish you the best in life, but deep down you're like, they're probably doing the same thing. They're like, okay, I wish you the best in life. If it's not like that, then you guys are like genuinely like saying, hey, best of luck out there. Have a good life. What I feel like someone here is walking away. 100%. Yeah, someone's not budging. Whatever difficulties you guys had, they're not going away. Be careful, because this person could retaliate against you. Okay? This person could tell you like, hey, you want to meet up for this? I just want to talk. And this person could be like, do a whole entire show where there's like drama, there's screaming, there's some sort of, maybe physical fight or something like that. So be careful. If this is somebody that you're already breaking up or leaving in the dust, This could also be you, Leo. If this is a person that you wanted so bad, then this could be some you throwing some sort of temper tantrum or whatever. But I feel like overall you guys are going to just walk away. Let this go. It's funny because you guys have the 10 of Pentacles and the Hierophant, which is really good cards for commitment, And I feel like you guys talked about that, but it's saying otherwise. It's saying that it's just very difficult. At the bottom of the deck for the last card is the four of Wands. The 4 of Wands signifies that you're done. You gave enough opportunities. Maybe the other person gave you enough opportunities, Leo, and it's not. It's not even exciting anymore. It's not even like, when you meet somebody and you're like, oh heck yeah, I'm about to meet this person, and then the second date is like, oh yes, I really like this person, I'm gonna see them again. The 4 of Wands is like, ugh, I'm done with that. Like, I don't need anything. Even if they're like, hey, I have something for you, meet me over here, or can I see you, and I'll do this for you, blah blah blah. You're like, no thanks. We already tried. We already gave opportunities here. Strength card at the bottom of the deck as well is like, you're not giving this another opportunity, nor giving any more energy towards it. I feel like you're choosing to just disconnect and go on your own way, your own separate way, pretty much. That's crazy. There was love here, I will tell you that. There was like love, like genuine love. So cross watcher, or you, Leo, if you're wondering about the cross watcher, they did have love for you, vice versa. That's crazy. The last part was a lot of fire. That's why I was like, be careful, because fiery individuals tend to like get out of control when they don't get what they want. And there were just negative cards. It wasn't cards about like, all right, let's get together and have fun, you know, let's reconcile and then. Heck no, it was cards of like, what? You what did you say? What did you call me? All right, let's go to Virgo. What's up, y'all? What's up, Ruby Woo? How are you? All right, let's go to Virgo. My neighbor is busy with that saw. I don't know what he's doing. He could be like doing home improvement projects, or like chopping up bodies. I don't know, but the way he's holding that, or the way he's like managing that saw, doesn't sound like he's actually cutting like 2x4s or anything. You know, it's like, it sounds like he's using that saw like in a weird way. Who knows what he's doing? But it don't sound good to me. Anyways, let's go. Virgo. Who's coming towards Virgo? Another earth sign. So we have someone here, Virgo, who is a little immature, okay? A little immature here. Well, this could be a new person, actually, because of the, you know, Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, you know, usually represents children or a child in the tarot. But when it comes to like another person, because we are like trying to see who's coming towards you, it could be obviously somebody that has kids. Or it could be somebody that is just, it's this person is new, and they're not showing you, I mean, they're showing you this filter, right? And you don't know them fully. Okay, it's like a brand new connection. It's promising, but you don't know all the details or the information about this person here. Oh yeah, the star card at the bottom of the deck, that kind of tells me that whoever it is that is coming towards you could be like either a I don't know why I heard Sagittarius, but it could be a Sagittarius, but it could be a Aquarius. And this person could have been someone that you wish for in the past, or this is like wish fulfillment when it comes to you, or someone that you just did not expect to match with or to be talking to again, or something like that, you know. Overall, the connection seems very, very immature, very new. And I can't really say that this person is immature, because honestly I haven't pulled any more cards, but it just feels like it's fairly new. Okay, tell me about the situation. I feel like you guys want growth and expansion with this person. I feel like you guys, this is someone you admire. This is somebody who's very good looking. If this is a female, if this is a woman, and you know, you're a, well, it doesn't matter, but if this is a woman that is coming towards you, Virgo, oh my God. Did you see that? I don't think it's a bee, it's a wasp. This is a very good looking woman. This is somebody who has kids, is a mother, but is the one that can do it all, very efficient, right? I don't know, but like looking at the Nine of Pentacles and the the Empress, this whoever this woman is, if it is a woman, let me just put it that way, but this could be either, you know, man or woman, but let me just describe it as them as a woman. I feel like they're very attractive, they're very good looking. This person always has, you know, even if they're like older, they got their hair done, their kids' hairs are done, you know, they're all like the laundry's done, everything. This person is like very efficient, and you know, when it comes to, you know, home and all that, this could be you as well. You know, Virgo, this could be you as well. Very good looking, very mature, very grounded and settled woman that I'm gonna say this because I kind of hate this, you know, when women throw this, you know, like maybe a woman that doesn't need a man, like it doesn't need a woman that doesn't need a man, but maybe a woman that wants a man. You know, it's like, I don't need a man to be good in life, but I want a man to be here with me, you know. Very strong individual, a lot of heart, connected to the soul. Pretty cool. This could also be whoever it is that you're interested on. If it does match the description, but in a, you know, in a masculine way, then I guess that's the person. But I feel like this was some sort of connection that was very promising at one point. Like you guys looked into, like, you know, going out, dating. I feel like, Virgo, you were very amazed by this person. It feels like there was some sort of weight when it comes to the connection, or there's going to be some sort of weight if this is a new person. But you know, when I'm getting the situation, and I feel like, I don't know if this is someone from the past, because I don't see anything from the past, but there's a couple cards that tell me that you guys had some sort of coming back together, or you guys have already met each other from the past, which is, you know, the Ten of Wands here. The mix of cards tell me that whoever is coming towards you, this person, you know, is choosing to be single, or is choosing to be independent. I feel like there was some sort of stagnancy when it came to this connection. I feel like there was a lot of waiting. Either they waited for you a lot, Virgo, or you waited for them. So and it's like somebody waited for the boat and the boat never got here. I don't know what that means. There was also a lot of blockages when it came to this connection. Ten of Wands is like people making excuses. And the Ten of Wands, I'm going to be honest with y'all. The Ten of Wands, yeah, there's blockages, but they're self-imposed blockages. And a lot of the times it could be like somebody making excuses, or somebody's fear in their mind blocking this connection. Meaning that, you know, genuinely, if somebody says, oh, I can't see you because I have this going on, like genuinely deep down, this person could make the time, but there's some sort of excuse in the background, like saying, maybe this person's lazy, you know, and they're like, yeah, I could go see you, but I have other things to do, while those things to do is to play video games or watch TV or hang out with their friends rather than you know. So it's like Ten of Wands is like, yeah, there's blockages, but these are self-imposed blockages. That's why the guy, you know, that's why the guy is holding the wands. That's why the guy is like trying to push. And it's like the guy could just let go of the wands. You know, that's the analogy of the picture, is like they're making it difficult for you and for them, but they're doing it because they think it's a good challenge to do it that way, you know, rather than grab 2 wands at a time, or maybe 5 wands at a time, you know. I also feel like in this situation, like, you know, somebody here was holding back. They weren't fully open, you know. There was money, there was financial difficulties here. Somebody didn't have enough money. If that wasn't you, Virgo, it could have been the other person. But somebody here was holding back. Someone wasn't emotionally available. Somebody wasn't all about either you or you about them, you know? I feel like you spy on them, Virgo. Either you or them, you guys spy each other. Let's just say it to be fair, you guys spy each other. But you could be checking out their social media. They could also be like, you guys could have also like ghosted each other, you know, like left each other on red and not answer whatever text or message you guys, you know, sent. This person is working on themselves. This person has their entire life ahead of them, and they're putting their life on the pedestal, and they're not choosing, you know, I'm like channeling somebody that like love is very important, but if you, Virgo, don't have anything to offer, then it's like this person's like, I'm good by myself. That's why I got that, you know, at the beginning, that, you know, I don't need a man, I want a man, or I don't need a woman, I want a woman. You know, there's a big difference between that, you know? It's like needing is like, it's necessary, like you can't be without that particular individual, versus you wanting because you're not in need anymore, you know? Or is that the same? I don't know. Shit. Anyways. Anyways, I feel like, yeah, you guys, whoever's coming towards you, Virgo, I feel like it's going to be very difficult and very hard for you to like obtain some sort of like long-term relationship with this person. If you or this person, if you guys are not aligned, I feel like you guys are going to fall out of this connection. Maybe you're dealing with somebody that, you know, you're not, I feel like someone doesn't have enough to offer, or somebody feels like there's not enough. Like maybe you feel like you're not enough, Virgo. I hope not. Someone's depressed. Oof. Somebody's depressed, someone's lazy, someone is in la la land. Someone needs to get back to reality. I don't know why I have to say that. What is the possible outcome? Yeah. Virgo. Death card at the bottom of the deck. Possible outcome for you is you remaining stagnant in this situation. Also, I feel like when it comes to your head, your mental space, you're gonna go in circles. You're gonna create some sort of like, you know, some sort of mental blockage, or some sort of like mental jail where you can't seem to like unstuck yourself from this situation or this person. It's like you fascinated yourself with this person so fast that you have forgot about reality, and you have forgot about what the other necessities of life when it comes to this connection. I don't even know if that makes sense, y'all. What the heck? I feel like you guys will continue to communicate, but I'll be honest with you, I really don't see any forward movement between y'all two. I feel like this is one of those connections where it's just gonna keep you planted on the chair, you know, waiting. Eight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. There's no movement. And plus somebody's already holding back here. Yeah. You know, Death card at the bottom of the deck. Every time I see the Death card, especially for the possible outcome, or maybe at the beginning of the reading, no. Forget about it. Forget about it. Ain't gonna happen. It is not gonna happen. There's one way of like making this happen, even when you get the Death card, and that is if you guys both of you guys shift, you know, energetically or vibrationally, evolve as a human being. And to be honest with you, it takes 5 to 10 years for a person to mature, evolve, and be better. So if you think that if you think that you're gonna change in the next 2 months, no, you're gonna force it, but you're not going to change. They're not going to change. It takes a lot of time for somebody to change their ways, or it takes some sort of like traumatic event, like near death experience, for someone to be like, oh snap, that I can't definitely do that anymore. Like I cannot go back to that anymore, you know. But if it's easy and if it's, I have no hope, you know, with that death card. All right, so Virgo. Let's go to Scorpio. Who's coming towards Scorpio here? Two of Cups could be a good friend, could also be a lover, could be somebody who you're like super connected to, like you feel in tune with, you know. Two of Cups is like that energy of, you know, finding a really good friend that could evolve to like a soulmate, you know, even if you guys are not a soulmate. But it's kind of an energy where you recognize each other's energy. You're very, you know, content. You're very open with this person, you know. You don't have to hold back with this person. Could be another water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, tell me about this situation. Oof. I feel like you're holding on to somebody here. And I know I know the description of the video says who's coming towards you, but it could be that you're still like hung up on somebody in the past, somebody that didn't accept, or you didn't accept someone's, you know, offer here. It could also be that some of you guys, I don't really feel like this is somebody coming towards you. I feel like this is just your energy, Scorpio. But you can say, hey, this, you know, reading didn't resonate. But I feel like, I don't know because I don't know. This could be for somebody who has like Scorpio in their moon or their rising or something like that. But it shows that you're disappointed on some sort of offer here, some sort of connection. I feel like some of you guys are definitely like getting divorced, or there's like some sort of legality happening between y'all two, whether there's like some sort of restraining order or something like that you have to do on this person. Now, the Five of Cups is the one card that shows up, and it says missed out opportunity, but it also says that there's a lot of mixed feelings when it comes to like this connection. Like you feel good, you feel bad about this person. Five of Cups is that card of like crying over spilled milk, you know, like making something very simple very difficult, you know, holding on to disappointment, and instead of letting it go and looking into something new or moving on in life, you still keep dwelling on that. You still keep going back to, oh my God, but I did everything and they didn't, you know, they didn't help me, or they didn't acknowledge me, or whatever. It's like you keep doing the same thing over and over and over, and everybody's sick of it. That's why the five, you know, when it comes to you, the Five of Cups, you know, when it comes to a person, the Five of Cups is like a kind of like a sad card, like, you know, feeling depressed, feeling like things are not working out for you. But when the way other people see it, the way other people see you is like, what a big baby, you know? Like everybody has problems, you know? That's the there's a fly here. That's the That's the bad thing about the Five of Cups, or sometimes about the tarot, because, you know, like, you're over here telling me that you feel bad, or this person feels bad, you know, whoever has this Five of Cups energy, and your feelings are like, I mean, your feelings are valid, right? Because they're your feelings, but other people are seeing you as like, shit, like, move on already, you know, like, let it go, like, stop talking about that, you know. I don't know why I'm getting that, Scorpio. Maybe you need to stop thinking about it. Maybe you need to stop dwelling on the past, and move on, and look up instead of look down, instead of feeling sad and looking down all the time. It's like, look up to see the blessing that you have, and that is a beautiful day, you know, another opportunity for you to meet somebody, for you to move on, for you to heal, for you to like embrace other feelings rather than this low vibrational state. Yeah, it was unfair, because I feel like some of you Scorpios are saying, oh, well, Rigo, you don't know, but this person that came, or this person that I'm still dealing with, or that I'm still thinking about, or that is still, you know, following me around, this person did me so wrong. It's like they should like make a movie out of it, you know. Three of Swords, it you know, the Justice card, Three of Swords, again, it feels really bad. Doesn't feel good, especially mixed in with that Five of Cups. Is like, nah, this sucked. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this person, whoever this is, Scorpio, they left you on red. They left you broke. They probably kicked you out of the, you know, out of the house, out of the apartment, out of the tent, whatever it is that you guys had. They kicked you out, and I feel like you're very defensive. I feel like you're guarded. I feel like you don't know what to do when it comes to somebody from the past. You don't know what to do when it comes to this person, because you love them, but you also hate them so much. I don't think you want another opportunity here, Scorpio, with this person, but I feel like you're looking to release somebody in your life that has created a crater in your heart, and you haven't been able to fill that. No amount of alcohol, no amount of love, no amount of, I don't know, care, self-care, cars, money, you know, going to church and worshiping, you know, talking, telling, texting, you know, it's not doing it. It's not filling that crater. You keep holding on. You keep holding on to this person, and they might be resurfacing back into your life. For them to come into this reading, it could be that they might be resurfacing. There's something that is resurfacing from the past that is putting you back into that empty hole that you have in your heart. The funny thing about stuff like this is, like, sometimes I always say in my channel, like, I always tell people, if you get comfortable with being a victim, you're always going to be a victim. If you get comfortable with being depressed, you're always going to be depressed, you know? What people don't understand is, like, our feelings are created by ourselves. All right. They're triggered by things happening in reality, meaning you didn't get, you know, the job, you got a flat tire, somebody smacked you in an accident, or I don't know, whatever X reason happened, you know, out of your control, it triggered you to feel a certain way. But all that, the way we react, the way we, you know, we create, or the way we just act in public with ourselves, is something that we've created in our heads. It's like, you know, it's an instant, you know, answer to whatever it is that is happening. And the way we created that, we can also create a reversal for it. But it's going to take a long time. That's why I always said, or that's why I actually said, I think it was in the Gemini reading, I can't remember who, or maybe Cancer, but for somebody to change, for somebody to genuinely change as a person, it takes years, 5-10 years, to be like, you're the same person, but there's something different about you, you know? It's like, you're never going to change who you are. You can't, you know, Michael Jackson tried to change his skin color, you know, but you're never going to change who you are. He was a great singer. Was he messing with kids? Possibly, because he's a human being, you know. He's not perfect. He never was perfect. And he had this weird obsession with kids, you know. And I think, I mean, that's why, like I always say in my channels, like, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you carry the Bible right on your heart. You're a human being. You have the capabilities. If you're strong enough to, you know, stand for what you believe, and you know, in my case, you know, like, be a strong man, or be a man of your word and stuff like that, that's going to be a battle between yourself, and just you know. And because we all have that capability of hurting, taking somebody out, you know, like, we all get pushed to that limit. I don't care who you praise. I don't care. Look, you know, religion's supposed to be people getting together, and, you know, there's multiple religions where people have committed suicide, mass suicide for religion. People have, supposedly they blame, you know, the 9/11 on religion in other countries and other beliefs, right? And people were brainwashed to believe that if they did that, there's gonna be some sort of reward for them, and they created nothing but chaos and havoc in the world, you know. And it's happening through Christianity. It's happening through, you know, Catholic. But the thing is that religion is not bad. Religion is good when you find a good group, when you find a balanced energy, a balanced, you know, place. Because a lot of us need that connection. A lot of us need God, and we can't seem to find God ourselves. We need somebody to guide us and show us. So religion really isn't that bad, but at the same time, it's like, it pushes people in many different ways. So you have to be careful, and you have to understand who you really are. Because even now in social media, you know, a lot of people get confused between what's real and what's fake, because AI is creating realistic videos, and people are getting confused, you know. What is the possible outcome between Scorpio and this person? Yeah. I feel like you're still involved, or there's this person around you or around your energy, Scorpio, that, you know, oh, I feel like I need to finish up what I was saying, because I lost, you know, my train of thought. But, you know, like, the connection to God is personal. It's you and God, you know. It's you and God. And anybody around you trying to tell you, you know, otherwise, or a different way, when you don't feel the connection with God, when you're like, when you're feeling empty, it doesn't matter to which religion you go to, you're not going to understand. You have to experience the connection of God. And once you experience that connection, once you open up, I know this sounds kind of weird, but once you open up and once you understand what that connection with God is, you're going to know. You're going to understand. You're going to know that you're a part of something bigger. And that although you feel like you're in this little bubble, this little thing where it's hard for you to be yourself, where it's hard to be successful, where it's hard for you to find someone to love, because all you want to do is love, is like you're connected to everything. You're connected to earth, you're connected to animals, you're connected to a lot of things. It's just that you keep laser focusing into something that you're struggling with, and the more you focus on that, the more you're gonna feel like you're lost, you know? Allow God to come into your heart, Scorpio. Put your hands up, put your palms up, and just meditate. Just shut the fuck up for a little bit. Just be quiet, you know, and just say, I invite God into my life, you know? You don't have to be religious. You don't have to be, you know, part of it. You don't have to be a part of a group or anything like that. Some people do need that help, and it's good to go and go and knock on a church and say, I need help. If you're not like that, then this is it. This is where you need to understand, and you need to find that connection with God. Because I know Scorpio is the one to say, I don't think God is real. But that's going to be you. That's going to be your path. That's going to be your decision. And I'm not here saying, first of all, I have to say God is real. But I'm not going to be the one saying, do whatever you want. You know, I'm just going to leave it right there open. Anyways, what I have here for the possible outcome is that you guys have some sort of like connection here that is based on lust, sex, or pleasure. And I feel like you guys might get to that point of like reconnecting again and getting intimate, you know. I feel like maybe, Scorpio, you're dealing with somebody that doesn't, you know, doesn't recognize or doesn't value you as a loving and caring individual, and all they see you is for maybe just the sexual pleasure and all that. I do have the Ace of Wands here, which to me signifies that there is some sort of like, again, like sexual interest when it comes to both of you guys. But it comes with the 5 of Wands and the 10 of Wands for the possible outcome. And it's like, there's still going to be disagreements. There's still going to be, you know, arguments and disconnection and blockages. So even if this person has been in your life and they've been showing you, you know, little by little that they're interested and they're going to make it work, right now it says that they're not. It's not going to get better. It's not getting better. It will not get better, at least for right now, at least for another 10 months because of the 10 of Wands. And there's love here. I feel like maybe you are the one who loves them. Maybe you are the one who fell in love with this person, Scorpio. You know, if it's resonating, maybe you are the one that has hope. Maybe you are the one that has that heart that is pure, and you're like, I'm willing to do anything for this person because X reason. But what you don't understand is that somebody is like, someone is playing you. Someone is playing you, Scorpio. I feel like you're in some sort of cycle with somebody that is offering you some sort of marriage or some sort of commitment, but I don't see it happening anytime soon. So be careful. All right, let's go to Let's go to Libra. Let's go to Libra. Who's coming towards Libra? Okay. We have a Cancer. We have someone here that they're very optimistic. They're very into you, and they have this long vision of you guys being together. Okay, could be a strong Cancer here. Oh yeah, this person probably needs to travel towards you, Libra, or you need to travel towards them. I feel like you guys have been thinking about each other. You guys have been, you know, it's funny how like when I shift from one to the other, like the energy is so much different, you know, like Scorpio's energy was a little triggering for me. It was a little weird, a little, you know, I don't need anything, or I don't, you know, it was, I don't know, a little cocky, but at the same time, it was like a little sad. But, you know, Libras is like, it's more like lighter, you know? Yeah. I feel like this person, you know, like the connection is pretty good. I feel like both of you guys think about each other. Both of you guys want to commit and connect with y'all. Like, both of you guys want to like come together and work on something that is going to be like very promising for y'all. It's just that somebody keeps overthinking things, because sometimes there's a lot of, you know, quietness, or because sometimes, you know, we start going into our heads and start saying, well, what if this person is cheating on me? Or what if this person has someone else? What is this person doing right now? You know, like, and then our thoughts start running back and forth. Typical Libra, right? Trying to analyze, trying to find the truth, trying to make a fair decision here when it comes to like somebody that we're really, really interested in. They are really interested in you. They really are. You're trusting your intuition, but your head is playing crazy mind games. If that's not you, Libra, this is your person saying, hey, you know, like, I know you like me. I know you love me, whatever. But I just need to know if you're for me or not, or if you're dealing with someone else. You know, that could be something that either you're telling this person or this person's telling you, okay? Because I feel like there's some sort of, it's like a fear of not having you all to themselves. That's weird. You could be dealing with I have Cancer, I have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, strong Sagittarius, and Pisces as well. Air sign, air energy here. You could be questioning this person's, you know, somebody here is questioning someone's loyalty and ability to keep it in their pants, because either you or them, someone here feels that they're way too good looking, that they gather attention even when they don't want attention. They're like, oh, all of a sudden you're already talking to this entire crowd, or this, you know, you're, for some reason, like, people like your energy and you're attracting a bunch of women, a bunch of men, and everybody's friendly with you, you know, like, that's what's creating, you know, thoughts like that, pushing you to the edge, wanting to say, I can't deal with this anymore. I don't know where this is going. You got to make a decision. You got to choose me or them, you know, when it comes to it. I feel like you probably even moved places for this person, or you're even considering moving, you know, states, countries, counties. I don't know. You're even contemplating if to move closer to this person. You keep, either you or them, somebody keeps checking their social media here, you know. Somebody keeps checking social media. Somebody keeps looking, making maybe a fake account, maybe a Snapchat, maybe the thing is, there's ways to block people. I remember one time, a long time ago, this one person I was dating posted some sort of, you know, it was some sort of comment, and they blocked me. And because I will get anything, like I was obviously, like, I'm, on social media, you can follow somebody, you can choose whether to, get all the posts or just, random posts. And I will always choose all the posts. And I noticed that this person, when they were on their phone, we're together, and she was on her phone, and I saw a comment on that they were replying to of a post that she posted. And then I was like, what the heck? So I went onto her profile, and in my phone, through my profile, it wasn't there. So she found a way to block me and post that, which was somewhat talking, smack, and everybody was commenting, and everybody was, talking about it, and especially guys, right? And all the guys were like, and then we get that, oh, don't worry, that's just a friend. No. If you ever get that, don't worry, he's just a friend from school. If your woman is interested in giving attention to someone else, I'll tell you from experiences, because they want that person. Simple as that. And I don't care if there's women here saying, no, but I have guy friends. Fuck no. If a guy is your friend, it's because they want something from you. Simple as that. And I'm not saying that you cannot be their friend. You can be friends with anybody, but I think you got to understand, when a guy wants to be your friend, they want something more than that. Simple as that. We're still animals. We're humans, but we have, animal instincts of mating and trying to get something from someone else, Anyways, I'm talking too much already. What is the possible outcome for this? Yeah. Okay. So I feel if you're dealing with somebody from the past, or somebody that you're been waiting for, Libra, I feel like they're coming through. They're making it happen. They're actually, show you that they're all about you. There's some sort of new plan when it comes to you guys. So this person comes with a lot of ideas, and maybe also they're gonna get very intimate with you. Like, they're gonna want to, go to bed with you. Oh shoot, that's not a bee, that's a wasp. This is a freaking wasp going around, and I'm like, I don't want to get stung. Anyways, so yeah, I feel like somebody's coming back into your life. Whoever you're waiting for, they're actually coming back into your life, and they're gonna offer you something very promising. I don't see anything wrong with that. I just feel like, it's very exciting and very fresh. I feel like for some of you Libras, you're getting back with somebody that you really, really liked. Okay. There's still doubts in your head about it, though. There's still doubts in your head, and I feel like, because the Two of Swords is coming out, I feel like they don't have a third party, but they just haven't fully committed to you. I think if you accept whatever it is that they're bringing in or offering to you, I feel like this person will definitely, fully commit to you. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like all they want is like, like a hookup, or they just want to go to bed with you. It doesn't have to be like a one night stand. It's more like you guys been together and intimate before, but they really want to get intimate with you. Okay. This person does, again, if you accept whatever it is that they're offering, I feel like this person will commit to you. That's kind of weird. Well, for me to say that. All right, let's go to Sagittarius. Let's go to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, who's coming towards you? Oof. Ten of Pentacles. Who is this person, Saggy? Are you marrying somebody? Is this person proposing you marriage? Or maybe were you married to that one particular person? Whoever it is, Ten of Pentacles signify the Ten of Pentacles is more of like being 100% loyal to somebody or being on a contract. You know, it's like if you break the contract, there's consequences to it. So nobody wants to break the contract, right? That's why the Ten of Pentacles signifies like long term. You know, it's like unifying you guys' bank accounts and you know, fertilizing the connection and saying, well, if you lose or if you walk out of this connection, you're bound to lose your finances, you know? So it's like commitment. It's more like, you know, contract based. Okay. It could also signify that you were married or this is somebody you care about. Okay. Those will be a earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo that you're dealing with. Tell me about this situation. Ooh. Could be dealing with the Leo. Sun card is here. Air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. What is going on, Saggy? What's going on here, Saggy? I feel like there's somebody here coming back to you or coming towards you. I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to do, Sagittarius, but it feels like they either you owe them something or they owe you something. This person is coming in very emotionally disconnected. Strong Leo and Capricorn. I have the Sun card and the Devil card. So it could be that somebody's telling you or someone saying, hey, you know, like after this whole time, I am still connected to you. Or maybe you could be saying that to this person. Maybe you're wanting to say that to this person. Okay. It feels, I don't know whose energy is. I don't know if it's you, Sagittarius, being pretty blunt and pretty cutthroat with this person, or I don't know if it's the Capricorn or the Leo here that is being like, you know, very blunt. And their intentions is to disconnect. Their intentions is to slay the demon, whatever that means. I don't know. Slay the demon. I feel like this person, you guys still think about each other, and I'm gonna put it as both of you guys. You know, I'm gonna say it as, you know, like maybe you or the cross watcher. You guys still think about each other. You know, like it's with the Devil being here and the Queen of Wands, or not the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. It's one of those thoughts that is implemented, engraved, and maybe like a feeling in your head that is going to permanently stay there for a long time. This is a person that is always going to be in your head for the rest of your life. With this type of combination, with these cards here, oh God, Saggy, what's going on? Yeah. If it's not you, it's them. It could be them. It could be them saying, I know we can't be together, or I know you don't love me, or we don't love each other anymore, blah, blah, blah. You know, you're pretty messed up with me, you know. They're still saying, shoot, you know, like, shoot, I can't seem to move on past you. Maybe you're saying that as well to this person. because this is the energy of the connection. It's like there's times where somebody here gets some sort of like, this urge to run away and call this person and say, hey, I need to talk to you. There's a lot of things that I haven't told you, and although we're not together anymore, I still need to tell you something about how I feel, or about our connection, or about the stuff that I'm going through, and the only person I trust is you. Yeah, somebody's going crazy. Somebody's overthinking things. Nine of Swords. Somebody wants to communicate really bad, but they're not doing it. The Nine of Swords is like an internal battle, like constant thoughts and ideas and ways of starting some sort of conversation or coming towards somebody, but at the same time it's just internally, it's inside of you. You're not saying it. You're not saying it. This could be someone you were with in the past. If this is a new person, they're offering you, listen, I'm going to tell you this. This is shifting already. Sagittarius. If this is a person, if this is a new person, and you guys are about to get married, or if you guys been dealing with each other for a long time, all right? If this person is already buying a ring or already gave you a ring, proposed to you, this connection is going to be very, very hard for you. The Sun and the Devil, there's red flags here. 100% that whoever is proposing to you, there's going to be some sort of like a wager, or there's going to be like, how would you say it? Man, you see the red flags, but at the same time, it's like, that this is bound to fail. This is bound to be one of those connections that you might actually, I don't know, that you might not like, that you're not gonna end up. The Devil and the Sun card at the together signifies that, yeah, the Sun card kind of clarifies any negativity, or like it's the card that kind of like illuminates pretty much everything, and especially the Devil. But combined with those two, if you're biased on what's going on here, it's like you're seeing the red flags right in front of your face, and you're like, oh well, it's okay. It's okay. There's some sort of benefit to it. It could be that this person has a lot of money, this person has a lot of wealth, investments, stuff like that. There's some sort of interest when it comes to this person, Sagittarius, that you're saying that, well, in my benefit, this person is gonna get me out of the ghetto or out of the projects or whatever. But you're seeing it as, I don't think I'm gonna be able to be emotionally loved or connected to this person. There's gonna be certain things that you can and can't be able to do, meaning that this person is gonna want to control you, and I think they made that very clear. So the Sun and the Devil in this particular spread signifies that this person already told you what they want from you and how things are gonna go. And your reward for listening is for you to have a really nice home, a really good bank account. And you're like, I am losing it here. I hate it here. The sex is not even good. I feel like they buy you a lot of gifts. They try to buy you. They try to like make you feel comfortable. But at the same time, it's like there's something here. You're already pregnant, or maybe they're asking you for a child or something like that. I just don't like, I mean, there's positive cards here, the Sun card, you know, and I'm trying to see beyond the devil. And like, I see the devil and I see beyond the devil, but I feel like in the particular connection, if you're resonating with what I'm saying, you know, Sagittarius, is like, for you, there's consequences ahead or forward in life. And yeah, it's definitely something you have to be aware of, because I have no, like, I just want to say that if you're like a woman, Sagittarius, and you're buying your way out of a certain situation, or maybe this person is giving you gifts and you're like, okay, well, I can get used to getting gifts. I can get used to having a nice car, a nice home. I can get used to that. But you already have, like, you know, feelings of where you don't fit in, or this is not for you, or you having regrets, right? Especially if you already had a kid with this person. I feel like you're going to end up as a single mother. And that's going to be only for the women. Just because I see the Empress here, and you know, have to touch on that. It's just, I mean, the devil could be that you're dealing with the Capricorn as well, but I'm a tarot reader, and you're gonna know that there's like huge red flags that you're gonna overlook. You're gonna look at the lighter side of it. Like, if somebody is like selling drugs, you're gonna be like, well, that's how this person, they sell drugs, but that's how we live. You know, everybody has their own thing. You know, some people sell, I don't know, tacos. Some people sell drugs. Some people sell cars. Some people sell homes, you know? And it's like, well, you know, that's what we do. But huge warning. And this is going to be only for like the woman, Sagittarius. If you're dealing with a person that literally represents the devil, huge warning for you. Doesn't really matter. What is the outcome between these two? I feel like you're not even content. Either this person is not content with you, or you're not content with them. It doesn't even matter, because I feel like there's no genuine love here. I don't know what you guys are creating. I think you guys had, if you guys had kids, you know, it was just because. It wasn't because you guys were like in love. Like love, like real true love. You know, it was more like, I guess. No judgment. I mean, I don't think kids are very important, but I don't know. Maybe other religions. There's other, you know, places where there's fixed marriage and they gotta have a family that way, you know. So not necessarily all the time you have to be in love to make a child, right? But that's what I'm getting here. I told you. So possible outcome is there's communication. There's a confrontation here happening between you and this person. The Chariot here could be in regards to maybe a vehicle or a car or whatever, but it could also be in regards to like the long term. You know, the Chariot signifies like some sort of life journey in a way, you know, that you embark on with another person. And it could be like what's the legacy, or what are we doing, or what's happening, where are we going, where are we headed. And it could be an argument that gets started to where somebody doesn't see a future, somebody doesn't see like something positive here, and then it creates a tower. The tower signifies a breakup, you know. So what I feel like for you, Sagittarius, if you're resonating with this, there's a possible breakup, or, you know, something. It doesn't mean that you guys break up. It could, with, you know, the tower with the devil in combination, could be that somebody gets arrested, somebody goes to jail, somebody's not doing things right, and that, you know, it just creates some sort of leveling up of the relationship, you know, like it crumbles all the way down to where you guys have to start from zero if you want to continue to work on this situation. But generally, most of the times is like, whatever it is that you guys were doing or whatever it is that you guys were creating, it kind of it falls down, it crumps down, you know. And usually, like, nobody wants to rebuild a tower. And even when you try to rebuild the tower, you know, even when you try to rebuild this connection, like, it gets struck again, because the tower is, you know, the tower is kind of like, it's protection, you know, it's divine intervention, you know, in a way, saying, like, if you believe in God or the universe, is like saying, the universe saying, hey, the f are you doing? The f are you guys doing? You know? So yeah, that's what I have for you. I need to hurry up and finish these readings. I gotta take my Prius to get emissions. I was supposed to go early in the morning. I went to the gym early in the morning, and then I forgot that I left a Bang energy drink in the freezer. So I was on my way to the emissions, like early, like around maybe 9. And then I was like, oh shoot, if I don't go back, that Bang is gonna explode on my freezer. So I came back to the house, and then, you know, Bella was like, oh, happy. And so we started, you know, I started grilling. And then I was like, I'm just going to do a video real quick. So I ended up coming back home. And now I'm like, shoot, I need to go do the emissions, because my plate expires in 3 days. But I'm going to do everything tomorrow for sure. Like, that's my main goal tomorrow, is just to get the emissions done, if I don't get them today, and then get my plates for the Prius. Yeah, I drive a Prius. But I got a badass BMW 750 and a BMW 335. But I love the Prius. Everybody hates it. People hate it in the street because it drives very slow. And, you know, like at takeoff, because Priuses are tuned different, you know, they're tuned to go slow, so you save the most fuel, you know. And obviously, like, from going from a red light to, like, starting to get, you know, speed, the car is super slow. I can give it gas, but I don't want to, because I keep looking at my MPGs, and I'm like, stay at 50 MPGs. Stay at 50 miles per gallon, you know, like, I want it to be there. And if you're late, and if you need to go around me, because I'm not going to sacrifice my fuel for that. So I love that car because I get to go everywhere here in Colorado. It's got a tow hitch, and I put my bikes there, and I take Bella's little chariot thingy. It's like a little trailer for the bike, and Bella goes with us everywhere, and I like it. Because if I was to be driving my BMW, like especially the 750, that thing gets like, I don't know, it probably gets like 25 miles per gallon. I don't know what the mileage per gallon is, but that thing, the more miles I put into, the less the value, you know, it loses value. So it's like, it's a nice car to like go on a date, or, you know, to like flex a little bit. But I really, honestly, like, at this point in my life, I see no point of owning that 750. Like, right now, if you were to ask me, I regret getting that 750. You know, I should have just bought a Prius since, well, no, actually. Anyways, I love my Prius. But, yeah. I also have the 335 that I'm, like, literally contemplating about just selling already, because it's been sitting in the garage, and there's times where I'm like, I'm gonna fix it up and it's gonna be fast. I'm gonna get it tuned. You know, I'm gonna put some wheels, some carbon fiber parts, and it's gonna look super nice. It's got red interior. It's got all kinds of options. You know, it's all-wheel drive. You know, it's somewhat fast, but I'm like, for what? For what? Like, to tell somebody that, you know, I have oh my God, I don't even know. Anyways, good thing I have a spare engine, a spare transmission, a spare battery, and AC, compressor, all kinds of spare parts for the Prius. I have actually 3 doors literally right there that I've been contemplating on like throwing away, but they're exactly they'll fit my Prius, and I don't know if I should get rid of them. But yeah, I'm to the point where I just don't have to flex to like get validation from anybody, you know, like just I don't care about stuff like that anymore. I used to before. When I had like my mechanic shop, I was like, I need to prove people that I can do things, and I need to prove people that I'm different and I'm better than them, and now it's like, oh God, all I care about is taking my son out on the bikes, going far, going to the mountains, going to a lake, you know, going on a hike, and just, you know, disconnecting from home, from work. That's all I care about, you know. And I think that Prius does a really good job at getting me out of at least Denver. Like, I mean, man, I drove to Colorado Springs yesterday. I drove to Colorado Springs, which is like an hour and a half from here, and I went on a hike in Castle Rock, and then I went all over town in Colorado Springs. I came back and it was like a quarter tank of gas on the Prius, and I was like, oh geez, I love this thing. And I know electric cars are better, but not until like it becomes, you know, faster to charge them, and I guess my situation gets better where I can have a, you know, a charging pad or a charging port ready for me. I have way too many cars here, and I can't, my garage is like, I have a bunch of stuff in my garage, so it's like I can't do an electric car. I don't think I'll have the patience to like stop every certain mileage to recharge. I drove to California, and I think I spent like $140 to go and come back in gas, I believe, on the Prius. You know, that's not bad. And it was nonstop driving all over Vegas. I was like in Vegas, and then I was in California, and I drove all over the place, and I just, oh man, it was great. It was great. Anyways, let's go to Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, who's coming towards you? My brother was teaching me how to drive stick shift. I hate it. I know. I grew up driving manual because I used to race. I used to build cars. When I first started driving, the reason I got into cars is because I bought a car from this old man, and he literally scammed me. Like, he literally like took my money and gave me a car that wouldn't pass emissions, that had a bad engine. It ran and everything, but I didn't know better, and I had to go to the library, look up books, and I tore the engine apart, rebuilt it, made it even faster, and that's how everything started. And when I first started driving cars, I was all about like the speed, going fast. I wrecked racing in the freeway, and then I stopped, but I still continued to build the cars. You know, like I would take apart the engines, do pistons, rods, you know, turbocharge it, supercharge it. I never really messed with nitrous because it wasn't easy to get nitrous around, you know, that time that I was working on cars. But turbos and superchargers, yeah, definitely. And I never raced them, but I got to a point where I was like, I don't need to be shifting gears all the time, especially on traffic. And I got, you know, I started buying automatics, you know, like BMWs, because, you know, they have really good transmissions, except for the some, but the newer BMWs have really good transmissions. And yeah, I don't think I ever want to, or I don't think I'll ever get a manual car, ever, never. I will never buy another manual car. Even if I have, like, even if I go back to racing, I will never get a manual car. I would just get a semi-automatic transmission, you know, where I just have to like shift the lever up and down or press a button and it'll just shift on its own. But there's no way that I'm driving manual cars anymore. That's old technology. That's the thing of the past. But yeah. Ugh. Maybe because my cars had like really hard and heavy clutches because they were like racing cars, and it sucked, you know, clutching in and clutching out, especially when you're like on traffic. Oh, heck no. Anyways, Capricorn, you're probably dealing with the Leo, if not another Capricorn. I have the, you know, the strength card here for who's coming towards you. Could be, again, a Leo, but it could be somebody that you're holding back from, or they're holding back from you. There's like, you know, clashing energy here where maybe both of you guys know that you guys are toxic for each other. You guys are bad for each other. This is a bad idea. This is what I'm getting, the phrase, this is a bad idea. There is some, because the devil is here, there is some sort of like nasty, dark energy or intentions. If you're like a married or committed Capricorn, this person could be somebody that is just wanting to, you know, have sex with you or do some sort of weird stuff with you. It's just the devil. It just doesn't seem right. Whoever this is that is coming towards you, Capricorn, I feel like you don't have balance, and you don't have control of maybe yourself or the situation whenever they come through. Okay. Could definitely be a fire sign. Could definitely be a fire sign. Strong Pisces as well. I feel like you see when it comes to the connection, Capricorn, I feel like there's a lot of love here. There is genuine, you know, love here, meaning that one of you guys have fallen in love, you know, one of you guys have fallen in love, and, you know, that's what either you or them want this to be, like a love and caring relationship, genuine from the heart. They see a lot of success with you, vice versa. Like, maybe, I don't know who you're talking to or who you're dealing with, Capricorn, but this person could be like very popular, very desired, very successful in many ways. It's like one of those, I mean, I don't know, this is like a long shot, but like, think about it this way, you know, this could be like a social media influencer, and you have their attention, and you're like, oh crap, you know, this is my opportunity, but at the same time, you don't expect anything from it. Okay. I feel like you guys will definitely have a time to connect, a time to like make this work, whatever it is. Meet up, one night stand, I don't know, talk about this connection and find a way to make it 100% legitimate. There's a lot of good energy when it comes to like the intentions, but at the same time, it's like it hurts you, it hurts them. I don't know what is it that you guys did to each other, or I don't know what kind of environment it is that you guys are like in, and but for one person here, like, it could be that one person doesn't know how to, you know, speak their feelings. They're depressed, they're going through some sort of like dark episode in their life, and maybe they're not telling you, but you're about to find out as well. I feel like if this person acts a little immature, is because they're hiding something, you know, especially with that moon. They're hiding something that it's super dark. And the devil, Sheesh. This person has the capability of like needing or wanting to change for you. So I feel like I have to say it that way. I'm not going to say that this person is going to change for you, but like they have this urge to change for you, or maybe you for them. There's this, kind of like negotiation between each other where you're like, if you do this, I'll do this. If you text me, I'll text you back. If you want to know where I'm at, all you have to do is like, send me a message and I'll tell you where I'm at. There's like things like that being thrown on the table here. Overall, I feel like it's a very tense connection where you guys kind of recognize each other's energy and expect a lot from it, but at the same time it's like you guys withdraw from it because it's too much. I don't know if that makes sense. Probably not. This person makes you very nervous. Vice versa, they make you nervous. There's something's not right here. You guys are doing something sneaky. You guys are doing something illegal. I don't know. Not necessarily illegal, but it doesn't feel right. Yeah. I feel like you're dealing with somebody that is constantly telling you that, you're all they ever wanted, vice versa. Maybe you're telling this person, you're realizing that somebody here is realizing that this is it. This is who they want. I don't know. This is not going to match for any Capricorns. This is like a specific reading for someone, for some Capricorn out there. And I feel like you are dealing with somebody. You have a third party. You could be going out with someone and now you've met somebody that you're like, oh God, this is the one that I wanted. This is the type of person that I want to go for. And you have to create some sort of tower onto somebody else to be able to be with this person. So, the way that I'm seeing is like there's someone here that you guys are interested in each other, but at the same time it's like you guys have pushback because it doesn't feel right. Or maybe somebody is committed, maybe someone's in another relationship. This could be your friend's girlfriend. I hope not, because if you're trying to hit on your friend's girlfriend, you're a pussy. I don't care. I don't care who you are. If a guy is trying to hit on, nah, don't. There's no way that I'm gonna be like, oh, well, smoke him if you got him. No, fuck no. That's not even a man, Anyways, but if you're, if this is a situation where maybe you fell in love, or maybe you guys are interested in one another, but somebody's committed somewhere else, let them be a man and walk away from that connection first. If they really want you that bad, let them walk away from that connection. Vice versa, you be the man or you be the woman and walk away from what you have going on right now. Let that person be free. Let them know really how you feel. Let them, tell them, hey, I don't love you anymore and I fell in love with someone else. There's no way of telling somebody that you're trying to walk away from to go to someone else. There's no way of telling them in a good way. You could tell them, hey, I love you, but I don't know how I feel. I think I need a break. I need to, think about it and see where I'm at. And then the next week, you're already taking pictures in bed with someone else, posting pictures in some sort of, with someone else? Like, how is that going to make you feel? Or not feel, but look, right? Just be honest. Be like, hey, I don't know. I don't know what this is. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to hurt you in this way. Like, you know, but either way, you're going to have to go through the feelings, and you're going to have to process this whole entire shit that you guys have created. And obviously I'm the one to say, I'm always the one to say, fight for love. And if you guys do have love for each other, and this is, you know, if this is the situation that I'm, you know, seeing here, where somebody, you know, is like, has another person, if you're willing to kick somebody that you've been with for someone else, then maybe it's love. But if you're going to do it for lust, if you're going to do it for sex, if you're going to do it for money, you're kind of fucked up in the head. I don't care who you are. I mean, most people out there have OnlyFans, and I have no respect for them. I don't care how pretty you are. I don't care like how much you work out or whatever. I just don't have respect for you. That's me. I mean, you can go to a freaking tarot reader that says, "Oh, get an OnlyFans, get your money, do your shit," but that's not what I stand for, and that's not what I'm gonna, you know, inform people. It's like, there's better things you can do. And the reason why the world is so fucked up, the reason why the world is like, kids are shooting each other at schools, you know, the reason why, you know, there's so many fucked up shit going on is because of that. Is because people feel entitled. People feel like they can do whatever they want. And sometimes it's not about you needing that freedom or having that freedom. It's sometimes about having like some sort of, you know, regulation, and some sort of like, I don't think that's, you know, maybe just moral sense, you know. It's like, maybe that's not right. Maybe you're so fucked up, like, especially with like gangsters and people that like are out there trying to fuck each other up. It's like, you are so fucking broken. You are so fucking broken that you're like trying to do the same for other people, you know, like, or you're trying to project your insecurities, your cowardness of like self-healing, of becoming a good man, or, you know, a man of who's civil, you know. And you have to go out there and prove yourself to other broken people that you're more fucked up than they are, you know. That's how I see it. When people try to act tough, and when people try to punk other people, or there's like bullies and shit like that, I'm like, I see right through you. And you're the type of person that I have hope for. Like, I believe you can get better, and I believe you can change. But you're also the type of person that I don't want to be around, you know. You're also the type of person that I don't care a rat's ass about. And I feel like sometimes you just got to be blunt, and you just got to be honest. Because a lot of people here, a lot of tarot readers are like saying all kinds of shit. You know, a lot of tarot readers here are saying like, "Oh, you're a fucking victim. Fuck this guy." When the toxic, the narcissist person is the one over here asking for a tarot reading, saying that it's not them, but it's them. And they get some sort of validation, or they get some sort of like relief when someone says, "Oh, poor you. It's because you have this. It's because you suffer from this." No, fuck that. That person already knows that, you know? Broken people like that already know what they're going through, you know? And shit has to stop. We have to stop, you know, certain things happening in front of our eyes, you know? Like, that's pretty much it. Like, that's, you know, how some astrologers say for the, I don't know how many next 10, 20, 30 years is going to be the age of Aquarius, is like truth coming out and being blunt with each other, and like fake shit just, you know, crumbling down. Is like, I ain't going to stand for shit like that. Like, you know, I'm trying to create no, like, nothing, right? Because I don't want to put myself or my son in harm's way, but at the same time, it's like, I gotta stand up for what I believe. And I feel like when someone's acting up like that, and when I see like a reading like this where like somebody's trying to, you know, based on just interest, maybe it is true love. And like I said, if it is true love, Capricorn, like, go for it, but walk away from your other person, or let the other person walk away, you know. And it's gonna hurt either way. It's gonna hurt them, and once the lust or the love, you know, it might hurt you too. But that's some shit you're willing to explore or experience. So I feel like you're doing something that you're not supposed to. I feel like there's a cheater here, whether you or them. And maybe this reading is not for you, but maybe, you know, it's gonna reach somebody who is trying to do that shit. And I mean, that's all I can say about it. So anyways, you have the Tower card here at the bottom of the deck when it comes to like the certain situation here. So again, I feel like you guys are going to create some sort of tower moment, or somebody has to like break up from a connection so you guys can be together. Okay. I feel like you guys will definitely, there's some sort of new start, new beginning here. I feel like even if you're leaving somebody behind, even if you're breaking up some sort of, you know, marriage, some sort of other, what's it called, like a relationship, you're embarking in a new cycle here with a new person. So I feel like some of you guys, I don't know if it's you, Capricorn, if it's not you, your person is doing that, and you probably don't even know it. But I feel like you guys are not gonna be like content. So I have the World card. The World card signifies either ending or starting a new cycle, right? And then we have the Eight of Swords and the Hierophant. So I feel like you guys will definitely, at the bottom of the deck, I have the Fool, which is, yeah, definitely a new start in some sort of new cycle. But it feels like with the Eight of Swords, it feels like it's not what you thought it was going to be. Like once everything, the dust settles and everything, is like, it's not really who, if you let somebody to be happy with someone else, it's not going to happen. You're going to feel restricted. You're going to feel confined. I feel like remorse is going to start playing in your head. I feel like you're just not going to have a really, really good time in this connection. Maybe it's going to be satisfying in one way, maybe physically, maybe sex is going to be good. You know, the lust was there, but now it's like you're starting to think, maybe this wasn't right. Now at the bottom of the deck, after I pulled that, what was it? The Fool. So the Fool was at the bottom of the deck. When I pulled the Fool, guess what's at the bottom of the deck, or after the Fool? The Three of Swords. Three of Swords signifies, signifies third party, heartbreak, heartache, feeling sad, feeling depressed, because when it comes to love matters, when it comes to matters of the heart, there's something that was done to you or you did to somebody and it scarred you. You know, whether sometimes people are like empathic, like there's some empaths out there where if they do something to someone, they carry the same pain. It could be something for somebody that doesn't mean anything, but the empath is like, oh, fuck, 3 years ago I did this and I still feel really bad. They carry that. Some people carry that. So even if you're not doing this, I feel like, or even if this is not happening to you and you're doing it to somebody, I feel like you might carry the same pain later on and it might resurface. Okay, is what I'm seeing. I don't think Capricorn's reading was all that good. I really don't. But it's gonna be for somebody out there. If it doesn't resonate, if you're not resonating with that, it's cool. Don't. I respect your beliefs and whatever it is that you want to say, but I mean, start your own channel. This is my channel. All right, so let's go to Aquarius. Aquarius, I split the deck. You have the Sun card, so there's a lot of illumination. There's a lot of clarity coming in for you with this upcoming particular person that we're going to pull the energy from. It's going to be a Libra, Leo, Taurus. All right, Aquarius, tell me who's Okay. Four of Cups. Who's coming towards you? Look at that. The Sun card again. So maybe a Leo. Four of Cups. The person that is coming towards you. All right. Ooh. All right. We got to talk about this Four of Cups card. So because this person is getting this energy, I'm going to tell you this. And I'm going to put motherfuckers in the spotlight. I just got to adjust my arm. My mic arm. Four of Cups signify... Okay. All right. So I'm getting a lot of things here. Okay, Aquarius. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Strong Leo because of the Sun card at the bottom. At the bottom of the deck. Whoever this person is somebody that you've waited for, and I feel like it's somebody that you've had multiple encounters with. The thing is that it's getting boring. It's getting boring. It's getting, it's getting to the point where it's just becoming a habit. And I'm going to say this straight up. It's becoming a habit to come back to each other, or them coming back to you when things don't work out for them. Meaning that if you have someone that you're connected to and, they keep disappearing and they're dating someone else, and then all of a sudden they appear and they want to, now they want to give you attention. Like it's becoming, it's old. It's becoming old, Four of Cups is somebody that has already had many loss, and you can tell me that you guys already had maybe 3-4 times, coming back here, or like trying to work this out. Whoever is coming towards you is also saying that they don't know what they want. I don't know if there's confusion between y'all two. I don't know if you guys are mirroring each other. I don't know why I'm getting that. So maybe the reading is going to be like where you guys are mirroring each other. Meaning like if Aquarius, like this person could be saying, if Aquarius doesn't make a move on me, I'm not going to make a move on Aquarius. If Aquarius doesn't seem interested, I'm not going to act interested. If Aquarius is going to act disconnected, then I'm going to act disconnected. That's mirroring energy, But there's some sort of like alignment when it comes to like this connection or this person coming towards you. Could be a past lover, could be a friend, could be a current lover or something like that. But there's that Sun card says that although it's gotten boring, although you guys have come together so many times, you guys connect, disconnect. Every time this person comes back into your life, it feels really good because of the Sun card. And I know I mixed the Sun card like with, who was it? With, I think, Sagittarius reading. The Sun card was together mixed in with the Devil, and it wasn't good, It was good, like it was information that was good, but at the same time, like it's not good. And yeah, we have a Four of Cups card where it's a card of like low vibration, where it seems like you're not getting what you want from this person, vice versa. They're not getting what they want from you. Uninterested. At the same time, like they're not vulnerable. They're giving up. They've shut down emotionally as well. But it still feels good because the Sun card is there. It's like maybe you guys are not doing. It's like when two people get mad, when two people get mad and they have the worst day because they don't talk to each other the entire day. But then when they see each other face to face, there's the butterflies in your stomach. You're like literally putting up your poker face and saying, ugh, like maybe you're making this face of, oh, I'm still mad at you. But deep inside, you're like, oh my God, there's that person I've been wanting to see this entire time, So it's getting old, Aquarius. It's becoming old. You could also be dealing with somebody who's just not interested, or maybe you're not picking up the entire vibe, or again, oh man, for some of you Aquarius, this person is just not, I don't know. It's weird because that's who is coming towards you. So there's someone here coming towards you, Aquarius, that is acting like they're not addressing the elephant in the room. You know what I mean? Like there's literally an elephant in the room, and they're like, so, nice to see you again, you know, or so, are you having fun? Like, what the is this fucking elephant doing in the room, you know? And that elephant could be something that you need to say, you need to ask, you need to address, you know, whether you or them. I don't know. Tell me about this situation here. I'm just gonna get them up. 5 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. Financial difficulties. It could also signify that you guys' communication is completely off. Sometimes it's blocked. Sometimes you just ignore them. They ignore you. You feel like they're ignoring you. It also feels like this person gave you the cold shoulder at one point, you know? They still hold on to you though. They still think about you deep, deep, deep. I feel like this person is just trying to play some sort of like game, some sort of like, you know how I said poker face at the beginning? They have this filter on that they don't want you to know, but oh yeah, they're all about you. Oh, they're all about you. Like, why would somebody uninterested still contact you, still want to talk to you, Aquarius? Just tell me that. It's because they're still interested, because they don't want to seem like they're weak, they're vulnerable. They don't want to. It's somebody who's saying, like I said earlier, if Aquarius doesn't act interested, then I'm not gonna act interested. I'm not gonna be the one to lose again here. I'm not going to be the one to lose. Okay? They're all about you. They've been thinking about you. They've been dreaming about you. They've been praying about you. They've been talking about you. They've been, oh my God, it's whoever this person is, even though they feel or they seem uninterested, this person has been like literally has been all about you. They've been actually like wishing. They've been wishing, you know, asking the universe, asking God. You have a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, another Aquarius, and you also have Earth. Sorry about that. Freaking allergies. You can hear my nose all stuffed up too. And it doesn't help that I'm outside. But I did that right on the mic. I'm so sorry. And this is live, so I can't blur it out. But oh my God. Ugh. Yeah, so you have the Queen of Wands. This person's still interested. This person's still like physically interested in you. They feel like you're the one that they always wanted, or that they always hope for or wish for. 3 of Pentacles, this kind of leads me to say that this is somebody that you've been dealing with or you dealt with before, where you guys maybe ended up as friends. And the 3 of Pentacles signifies a time, a meetup, and it's more based on interest, like friends, you know, like going to, I don't know, like doing something fun, but in benefit of you guys. Like, meaning, I always say this, like maybe you need a little bit of entertainment, or you need a little bit of friendship, and it benefits you to go out with this person. There's nothing wrong with this person, but it feels like you guys have had difficulties and you guys are not addressing that elephant in the room. But it could also be that, I don't know, maybe this person pays for you or you pay for them, and there's that benefit, okay? But overall, the 3 of Pentacles, when it comes to a connection like this and the energy we're pulling, to me, it signifies that there's still hopes of seeing where this can go. Because the 3 of Pentacles, it's about regrouping, coming together, and see what you can build, or you guys can build. Now, the funny thing about the 3 of Pentacles is that there's somebody who has to take the lead. meaning that if you guys regroup and come together and you guys have the same mirroring energy, nothing's gonna happen. You guys will end up in the same mirroring energy. Somebody has to take the lead. Someone says, hey, is that elephant in the room? Is that? Meaning, what's going on? What are we really doing? Where are we headed? What are the possibilities? That's the elephant. You seem uninterested, yet we're here together. Could be vice versa. You know? I see you talking to a lot of people, but you're here talking to me. What do you want? That's the elephant. My God. I literally saw the Six of Pentacles on top of the deck here, at the bottom of the deck here. And I didn't want, and that's why I said, I see you talking to a lot of people, but what are we doing here? I said that because of the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles, somebody has time to give, plenty of time to give to you and to other people, okay? Six of Pentacles is the one that has plenty to give, and not just to you. Not a player, you know, but could be, but it also signifies that that you're not the only person, or maybe you feel like you're not the only person, you know. And the funny thing is, I shuffled the deck and then this one flies out. the same card. Oh my God, Aquarius. I don't know who you're dealing with, but I kind of don't understand the whole thing. And it could be that is the elephant in the room, you know? It could be that there's something that you guys haven't addressed or haven't talked about, but you guys are getting the Ten of Cups. Like, you guys see each other. When you guys are together, you guys are emotionally fulfilled. Yet the three of swords is here. So this is a connection. This situation, Aquarius, is you or them feel really good with you, but then they feel really hurt, or somebody is really in pain or traumatized. Not necessarily from this connection, could be, but from other things. It's like that mix of like, oh my God, every time I see you, I feel fucking good. I feel great. I forget about everything. But then when you leave, when we disconnect, when it goes cold, when you don't answer, it destroys me inside, you know? And it's probably why this person is acting uninterested. That's probably why this person is like, I'm gonna put up a guard, because I really, really like Aquarius. I love Aquarius because you guys are getting the Ten of Cups. I love Aquarius, but I don't know what Aquarius wants. And I don't want to seem as a fool. And I don't know how to act. And I can't even like step up and ask about what's happening, because maybe what this person is saying is that all they're gonna get from you is gonna be some sort of message of saying, I don't know what I want. I'm dealing with someone else. It's like someone's afraid of getting rejected, or of getting, you know, pushed out. And this could be both of you guys, because both of you guys are getting, you know, because I felt like it was a mirroring type of energy where both of you guys feel the same way and both of you guys cancel each other out, you know. This connection, I mean, you guys have the Ten of Cups, and you also have the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which signifies this is a very good connection. It's very exciting, very loving, sexually is very good, right? No complaints there. It's not like the best thing ever, but also there's no complaints, or you probably won't have complaints, you know? I also feel like there's a lot of people surrounding this connection, meaning that maybe you already told somebody, Aquarius, maybe you already told your friends, your family about this particular person, and although you guys still come back together, there's some sort of needing to swallow some sort of pill or something like that, you know, like needing to swallow this whole entire thing because for some reason maybe you didn't, you gave a bad rep about this person to your friends or to your family, and so it's hard for you to be like, okay, I'm okay with this person, you know, I can come back with this person, you know, but this person is back over here. This person is the one you want. This person is the one that lights up your day, or you know, like it lights up your entire world, to put it that way. And if you're not resonating with that, then this is not for you. Don't fucking tell me, oh, I hate my ex. Maybe that's not the person I'm talking about. Maybe that's not the one that. Maybe this is not your reading. Anyways, it shows here very clear that you still have some sort of connection to them, and they're still coming in uninterested, unbothered. They're still here, and you're like, okay, so are we going to talk about this? Are we going to talk about the elephant in the room, or what? You know? What is the outcome for this too right here? What's the possible outcome? Aquarius, come on. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Crazy. That's crazy. For some of you guys, you know, this is someone, okay, there is love here. And I feel like the outcome is you guys actually going out, going on a date, addressing, talking from the heart, you know, explaining really what's going on, and, you know, addressing the elephant, the 3-legged elephant, maybe 5-legged, addressing the elephant, you know. There's a lot that is happening here, for you. I have an older person, so this person could be older than you, obviously, or well, I don't know, but for you, Aquarius, this person is older than you, okay? Or they're more mature, they're more like old school, you know, they're more like tough, and I am not going to show feelings because men don't show feelings, you know, because if I show you my feelings, then you're going to see me as a weak individual, and a king never takes off his crown. BS. Bullshit. A man is entitled of their feelings. They can say and whatever the fuck they want to say and do, and that's it. You know? A man doesn't care what if a woman is gonna think less of him. And if they do, they're just scared and they're just afraid. You know, a man is gonna say, hey, this is me and this is who I am. That's it. If you're gonna walk away, the door's right there. You know? Don't let it hit you on the way out. A man does not require validation from anybody. You know? I feel like this person is still interested in you. I feel like this person is still gonna want to ask where the connection stands, or where you guys, you know, where you guys are going here. But at the same time, it's like, I'm telling you, this person is playing some sort of they got the safety net. Okay, they got the safety net because if you reject them, they don't want to be like, oh shoot, like I'm the one losing here. It's a hard one. It's like two teams having a really good defense. And nothing's happening. The ball is going nowhere. That's how I see it. Until somebody puts their guard down, whether you or them, I think there's going to be some sort of like alignment here. There's some sort of, okay, let's talk. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to talk about that same particular thing. You guys are bonded. This almost broke my iWatch. Buy me a new one, Aquarius. This connection, as bad as it seems, it's something that you haven't been able to overcome. It's someone that you haven't, this person, you haven't found anybody better than this person. You dated around, they haven't found anybody than you, anybody better than you. It's vice versa because you guys are mirroring each other here. And the devil's coming out here, as the outcome is like, if you guys just address the freaking elephant in the room, you guys can have a lot of fun. Okay? Granted, the devil is never a good thing to have, but it says that you guys are stuck. It's a freaking grilled cheese sandwich. And even when you separate the two breads, there's that gooey, cheesy thing, strings still pulling each other back together, which obviously you can, spread apart if you wanted to. But it's like, even when you guys disconnect, there's still strings attached. There's still this connection to this, to this situation. You've cried about this person. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. You've cried for this person. I don't care who that is for. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. You've cried. You've cried. You've had sad moments. You've drank. You've taken a couple of shots for this person. You've told a couple of people you lost somebody that you really cannot get back anymore. And you kind of regret it. You look for this person in other people. And you can't find them because the person you want obviously it's alive. And it's mirroring your energy. Oh, God. I think you guys will continue to still deal with each other. The thing is, or my advice is to address the elephant in the room, meaning like to go direct to what is it that we're doing here? Why are we always coming back together? Why are we always, why do you seem uninterested yet you're the one messaging me, or you're the one talking to me, or you're the one luring me into something else or into more? Am I a game? Am I a toy for you? Are you not getting what you want out there, so you come over here and get it from me? I tell them up front. Tell them exactly, and you're going to hear what you got to hear. And if this person says, oh, the thing is that I just don't know how to tell you, but I love you. I haven't moved on. I can't move on from you. Then that's going to be that big alignment, right? Because I feel like whoever you're dealing with, even though they're acting like they're not interested, even though they're ghosted you, or even though they gave you the cold shoulder at one point, even though they're entertaining other people out there, they're still thinking of you. They still fantasize about you. They still touch themselves to you. You guys are still bonded together. That's crazy. All right, Aquarius, I'm moving on. All right, Pisces. All right, Pisces. Queen of Wands, as I split the deck, are you dealing with the fire sign? Fire sign. You're waiting on movement. New connection, maybe. They have kids, they have children. Maybe you have. Page of Pentacles. Pages are always children, but it could be a new connection as well because the energy is new, right? And if this is not a new connection and you're resonating with the reading, it's just immature energy overall. You know, if you guys have already like dated for a year and a half and you're still getting the Page of Pentacles or the Page of whatever, immature. Fear of commitment. Wow, I just got like, who's the one that bites the apple? Is it Sleeping Beauty? I just got, why would you bite the apple? Why would you bite the apple? You know? And I think that's Sleeping Beauty. And when she bites the apple, she goes into this deep sleep, I guess. I can't remember. I watched those movies, but I wasn't like a big into princess, right? I'd rather watch like, I don't know, the Power Rangers or some other thing, like Goofy movie. Yeah, that was. But my sister loved princess stuff. Well, at least my dad and my mom used to get her things about princesses. Maybe I did watch it. Okay, fine, I did watch the freaking princess movies. Why would you bite the apple? You're biting the apple because you want somebody to come and save you. You want your Prince Charming to freaking arrive on a horse with spinners and kiss you with their grill on, right? Why would you bite the apple? Because you want your fairy tale love story. Because you want the one to show up. Because you're tired. But if you're tired of waiting, why would you keep biting the apple? Why would you keep sleeping? Why would you keep sleeping? It makes me angry. Why would you keep sleeping on love if you want love? Why would you keep waiting? Sleeping in a room, not doing anything, when love is actually out there, when your Prince Charming is out there looking for you somewhere across town, and you're over here like, he better knock on my door. Actually, he better ring my doorbell first, and I'm gonna check the camera. Then I'm gonna be able to, I'm gonna see if I need to go and open the door or something like that. What kind of game are you playing? Well, what fantasy is this? Pisces. Love. Can I tell you one thing? If you're truly connected to God, if you're connected to the universe, if you're truly the creator, the manifester, the author of your book, your own story, what you want, you already have it. That's the secret. What you have, what you want, you already have it. Okay? Meaning that if you're thinking that love is going to somehow appear out of nowhere and somebody's going to literally change your entire life, and you're going to be like, yeah, I waited 20 and a half years for you. And here you are. And then think that this person's going to come without any addictions, without any trauma, without any pain, without any issues. What kind of fantasy are you living in? I'm not saying to settle down for some psycho, crazy MF motherfucker, you know? But I'm also saying that if you don't put the effort on finding the one person that you think should be, is worthy of being next to you in this thing that we call life, then what are you doing? That's funny because I'm actually a Pisces moon. Who's coming towards Pisces? My neighbor's getting busy over there with the I don't think that's a chainsaw. That's like a weed eater or something like that. Some sort of like landscaping thing. Maybe a chainsaw. It sounds like it. I don't know. It sounds like a 2-stroke engine. Anyways, you're dealing with maybe a fire sign, Aries. Well, mainly like an Aries. We have the Emperor here. The Emperor. So you're dealing with somebody that, or who's coming towards you, is somebody who is older than you, a little bit more wise and a little bit more mature. Maybe somebody who's like in their old days, or maybe if this person is young or younger, they have this tendency of acting old-fashioned. 4 of Cups. Okay, let's talk about this person. Pisces. Emperor and 4 of Cups. Oh my God. Much better. Oh, a little too high. Okay. Oh my God, come on. This microphone was super expensive. And this arm sucks. But anyways, the Emperor and the 4 of Cups. What's going on here? Why 4 of Cups signifies someone that is nonchalant. Seems like they're not interested. They seem like, you know, when they think of you, or the way they're coming towards you, is it's like, you know, you're just an option. Or maybe they're saying like, I don't know how I feel about you, you know, like you could be the one, Pisces, but I don't know. I still need to find out. Maybe you're the one saying this to them. I feel like I just felt it right now. For some of you guys are going to be flip-flopped, okay? Some of you Pisces, you already know what you want, and you ain't taking no BS for nobody. And some of you Pisces out there are trying to live that fantasy la la land type of, you know, situation where somebody just comes up and like literally does, you know, I don't know. Imagine this. Imagine if you, okay, let's talk about the prince. The prince, okay? Imagine if the prince was like, "Oh God, look at that beautiful woman there sleeping, and all I got to do is kiss her to, you know, make her mine, or to fall in love with her." And then you kiss this person, this woman. And then she wakes up and she starts talking, and she's annoying, and you guys don't match, and you guys don't understand each other. And, you know, the prince is all about, I don't know, you know, conquering and war, and the woman, or the girl that, you know, the Snow White, is about some other thing that the prince is not interested in, you know? That's another thing that I didn't tell you, right? in the stories. Oh God, I need to shut up. Anyways, I feel like you got someone here coming towards you. They're emotionally holding back. I'm not gonna say they're not emotionally available. They're emotionally available, but they're like, I'm purposely holding back when it comes to the emotions because they want to see where this is headed. Okay, this person has had bad relationships in the past. They seem uninterested, but they're interested. If you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, come on, Pisces. This person's putting up a front. They're showing up uninterested, but they're interested, is what I'm trying to say, okay? That's all I'm going to say. They are interested in you. It's just that they want everything their way. You know, this is a person that is like, this is a person that, you know, like you can tell them, hey, I want to go to the park. And they're like, oh no, we're going to the movies. I already got the tickets. And you're like, okay, you know, they want it their own way. This person, maybe you met at work, 8 of Pentacles, or this is somebody that you have to put additional work, or this person is maybe telling me that to work with Pisces is not necessarily difficult, but they don't know how. Like it's becoming exhausting. They're not complaining about it. They're putting in the effort, but also like it requires more than they usually give. That's why this person feels like, okay, I don't know where this is going, you know. But they're interested, Pisces. For some of you guys, this person is for some of you women, this person coming towards you is, listen, I am straight 100%. Like, I love women. But whoever is coming towards you, they're packing. Like, they got a weapon down there. All right. Tell me about the situation. I don't know why I had to say that. I didn't have to say that, to be honest with you. Knight of Cups, good. 5 of Pentacles, okay. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, snappy, snappy, snappy. Okay, listen up. Listen up, Pisces. You have somebody here. The whole situation, to me, the cards here, it's telling, I don't know why I'm talking like that. It's telling me that this person's coming towards you, and it feels like the connection, at one point you guys go cold. Like it grows cold. It goes to where you feel like there's nothing here, nothing's gonna happen. If it's not that, maybe some of you guys have like financial difficulties, or maybe not necessarily that you're struggling, but it's like your budget doesn't allow you to go on dates or constantly every weekend go out and, you know, have fun. If it's not you, it might be them that they're struggling financially. I feel like somebody's struggling here financially. They have to work really hard, and maybe they owe a lot of money. But money is going to be kind of a blockage here. Okay. Now, they do have, or the whole situation does involve love. The Knight of Cups involves dating, and involves you guys talking about you guys' feelings, like projecting like feelings like, I really like you. I think you're awesome. I think what you do here is great. I think the way, you know, it's like compliments and appreciation of the person, whether they're doing that to you or you to them. It's generally saying, I really dig your energy. I really dig you, you know, like a lot of things about you on the surface level, but I want to get to know you deeper or deeply. Someone fell over there. I just heard something drop. That's my neighbor with the chainsaw, or maybe the whatever it is that they're cutting fell. Anyways, the only thing like it to me, it's giving me energy of this connection being a little bit false. Like you feel like this is false. Like this person's giving you, promising you, like, you know, loving you or shooting you like text messages of I really like this about you, liking your pictures, commenting on your pictures profile or whatever. You know, you post something and they're right there like, ha ha ha, you're so funny. But it gives this feeling of like this person is trying to show me something. It's confusing me because they seem interested, but when it on paper, like they're not doing anything about it. You know, they're not like claiming you. You know, like they're not saying, "Oh, Pisces, you're mine." Oh, Pisces, oh shoot, you're the one for me. Is it that this is not your prince or your princesso? The only thing I say that is because on the spread you have of the situation, you have the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Swords. It's like it's very slow moving. It gets exciting when you guys interact, when you guys talk about each other, but then there's nothing after that. There's no foundation. You know? You're getting breadcrumb. They're either breadcrumbing you or you're breadcrumbing them. It just depends what type of Pisces or what your vibration is. If you're a more masculine Pisces, well then maybe it's you. You're like, oh, whatever. On to the next or whatever. I don't care. I got bills to pay. Pay my bills and then I'll go out with you. And then, but if you're not that type of Pisces, you're like, oh man, you know, I do a lot for this person, but this person's slow. This person feels unsure about me, you know? Seven of Swords, there's a lack of trust. The communication doesn't. Oh my God, my Bella is so freaking cute. Freaking love my dog. Sorry about that. There's the lack of, or I don't know, the lack of forward movement, of projection, manifestation of this connection is leaving you in a situation where you don't even know where you're headed. Again, the question was, why would you bite the apple? I feel like they're different. They're completely different from you. They're probably dressing a little different, right? Like you could be, let's say, like you're a cowgirl and they're like a city boy, you know? Or maybe you're Catholic and they're Christian. Maybe they're a little bit lighter skinned and you're like more on the darker side. Yeah. Crazy. This person is triggering you, and this person is going to trigger you. This person is going to be the one that is going to have you like not sleep. You're going to be talking to your friends about this, your family members. I don't know. You're going to join some random chat on YouTube from some random live and then be like, "Hey guys, can I ask you a question? What do you think about this situation?" Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, da da da." So it's like maybe you're getting opinions from other people, even strangers for some reason, about your situation because this person is driving you crazy. This person is not showing, they're interested, but they're not showing interest. You know, it's like this person's there, but it's like, what the are we? What is this? The bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman. I feel like this situation might come to a halt, to a stop. For some of you guys, this person is going to tell you, oh, I'm not ready for commitment. I'm not ready to have a boyfriend, girlfriend until I can get better with my finances or something like that. And they're going to say, like, not until I'm successful, I'm not going to come towards you, Pisces. I want to be successful for you. And that could be an excuse that they're putting up. I mean, they're interested, but emotionally they're unavailable, which is kind of weird. What is the outcome for these two right here? Ooh. Ooh la la. Whoa, Pisces. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. OMG. Oh wow. Oh wow. That's crazy. You're biting the freaking apple, aren't you? It says here that possible outcome for you guys is to actually heal this situation. Is to actually come together and balance each other out and have another opportunity. Is it going to be successful? I don't know. I don't know, because the last card is the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands shows me that somebody here is interested, Pisces, but they're still not willing to do anything about it. They're still like sitting down looking pretty just to see what the other person's going to do. I don't know if that's you, or if that's a fire sign you're dealing with. There's also an Aquarius here, an Aries here, you know, double Aries. I feel like if the situation feels like it's going nowhere and you guys stop talking at one point, you guys will regain communication again. And that's when this person is going to be like, so okay, I guess we can I guess we can I don't know. I guess we can go on a date and then we'll see what I don't know. I guess we'll see if we're meant for each other. I do have you guys going on another, if for whatever reason it feels like the connection that you're dealing with is not working out, I do feel like they do come back around and they do offer you something, right? They're more open to actually being in a connection with you, but at the same time, it still feels like they're not as cold as before, but there's still a little bit of tension, or there's still a little bit of fear showing emotions and stuff like that. I don't know if you're going to be able to deal with that, because Pisces requires emotions. The thing about is, like, the Pisces wants love, the Pisces wants emotions, but when the Pisces gets thrown water at their face, it's a battle. It's splashing each other with water, you know? Sometimes it's like the Pisces is like, give me some love, give me some emotions, you know? I want to see who you are, how you feeling, and then when the person starts talking and they're like, oh, shut the already, you know, like, shut up already. And it's like, no. I feel like you're gonna have another opportunity to deal with this person. If you don't want to deal with this person, either way, I'm like, how would you say it? Like, I'm predicting you in some sort of connection, some sort of relationship pretty soon. like pretty soon. If it's not this person coming back and like you guys all of a sudden like go into like this committed type of connection, it's gonna be someone else that's gonna come and like give you a kiss on all your lips. Somebody's gonna come and give you a kiss, and if it wasn't that one person you thought it was, and it's someone else, you're gonna be like, whatever. This is how the fantasy goes. This is how the story goes. That one kissed me, so I'm going with that one. And you guys will live happily ever after, right? Damn. Crazy. No, but I do have a really good outcome for you. You're finding love regardless. If you wanted love, you're finding love. You're finding love, Pisces. Don't worry about it. Don't you forget about me. Don't you. It feels like you're leaving someone in the dust and you're just like finding somebody new or something like that. For some of you Pisces, again, if it's not this one nonchalant type of energy, it's someone new. But you will be in a relationship pretty soon. Is it going to work out? Is it going to be long term? I don't know. But you're going to be in some sort of relationship, some sort of connection. So enjoy it. Fill your heart with love. And if it doesn't work out, then on to the next one. On to the next one. Go bite the apple again. No, don't bite the apple. Why would you bite the apple? Why would you bite the apple? Don't bite the apple. Get out there. And don't give anybody your apple either, if you know what I mean. Get out there and meet people, you know? Let them, I don't know, let them interact with you, talk to you, get to know you before you give the apple away. That's all I have for you. As a Pisces placement, I don't like mind games. Every person has a unique journey. Embrace the change. Gracias. The apple. I hope it rains because I want my grass to get watered, and I don't want to use my water from the. I don't want to spend on water. That's what I'm saying. I don't want my water bill to go up, but I want my grass watered. But that's all I have for y'all. That's it. I got a little intense there for a little bit, right? I think I already said this in a lot of the lives, Maria. Amethyst, if I'm ever reading for a specific zodiac or like the 12 zodiacs, I'm not answering any questions to anybody about personal reading or personal questions or anything like that. Sorry, I'm just not. I gotta go. I'm out, y'all. I don't know if I'll do another live tonight. I gotta get all this equipment inside. And then 3:09. My son's about to get here in like 40 minutes, so yeah. Maybe I can do like 30 minutes of like tarot readings, free tarot readings. I could. All right, let's do that.